I'm trying to invite you up high, but it wouldn't work. Try again with your request. I don't know why it doesn't let me invite people up, bro. Sometimes it works and then sometimes it doesn't. Try again with your request high. I'll have you up here. Oh, you know what I should play, y'all? I should play that one. Oh, let me see. Let me grab my phone. My other phone. Oh, let me grab my other phone. Where's it? Where's the video? Oh, no. Oh, it's right there. I don't think they let me play that. Let me see. I really want that video. Okay, let's see if I posted it here. I don't know if I posted it here. It was the lady talking about circumcision, circumcised males. Yeah, here she is.
Most advanced pieces of skin on the human body. It's packed with nerve endings more sensitive than fingertips or lips. It also protects the head of the penis, which was never meant to be exposed 24/7, keeping it soft, lubricated, and self-cleaning. Idea of it dirty come from. That myth wasn't science, it was marketing. Over a century ago, medical campaigns and magazines started creating foreskin to do it for health, and over time everyone forgot that basic washing was all that it ever needed. When removed, the skin hardens and loses sensitivity the same way calluses form when you keep rubbing one spot. That's why so many men lose feeling over time and think it's normal. The wildest part is foreskin isn't medical waste, it's sold. Used in pharmaceutical skin creams, anti-aging serums, and they go under names like fibroblast growth factors. Cosmetic companies literally profit off regenerative cells that were taken from babies without consent. So the next time someone says circumcision is cleaner, remember foreskin isn't dirty, it's divine design. Hey, are there any men out there with foreskin? That's crazy. Part of the body that men were convinced to cut off, the foreskin, is one of the most advanced pieces of skin on the human body. It's packed with nerve endings more sensitive than fingertips or lips. It also protects the head of the penis, which was never meant to be exposed 24/7, keeping it soft, lubricated, and self-cleaning. But where did this idea of it being dirty come from? That myth wasn't science, it was marketing. Over a century ago, medical campaigns and magazines started creating foreskin with filth to sell circumcision as modern hygiene. Women were told that circumcised men were cleaner. Parents were pressured to do it for health, and over time everyone forgot that basic washing was all that it ever needed. When removed, the skin hardens and loses sensitivity the same way calluses form when you keep rubbing one spot. That's why so many men lose feeling over time and think it's normal. The wildest part is foreskin isn't medical waste, it's sold. Used in pharmaceutical skin creams, anti-aging serums, and they go under names like fibroblast growth factors. Cosmetic companies literally profit off regenerative cells that were taken from babies without consent. So the next time someone says circumcision is cleaner, remember foreskin isn't dirty, it's divine design.
Have you ever wondered how circumcision surgery is performed? It's a procedure that involves removing the foreskin from the tip of the penis, usually done for medical, cultural, or personal reasons. Before the procedure begins, the doctor administers either local or general anesthesia, so the area is completely numb or the patient remains asleep throughout the surgery. In the traditional method, The surgeon gently pulls the excess foreskin forward, secures it with a clamp, and removes it using a surgical scalpel. The exposed area is then closed with absorbable stitches, and the whole process typically takes about 30 minutes. In modern laser circumcision, a high-energy laser is used to precisely cut away the foreskin, which helps reduce bleeding and discomfort. The latest technique also uses a protective metal ring, allowing for even more.
Hey, are there any men out there with foreskin? That's crazy. Part of the body that men were convinced to cut off, the foreskin, is one of the most advanced pieces of skin on the human body. It's packed with nerve endings more sensitive than fingertips or lips. It also protects the head of the penis, which was never meant to be exposed 24/7, keeping it soft, lubricated, and self-cleaning. Where did this idea of it being dirty come from? That myth wasn't science, it was marketing. Over a century ago, medical campaigns and magazines started equating foreskin with filth to sell circumcision as modern hygiene. Women were told that circumcised men were cleaner. Parents were pressured to do it for health, and over time, everyone forgot that basic washing was all that it ever needed. When removed, the skin hardens and loses sensitivity, the same way calluses form when you keep rubbing one spot. That's why so many men lose feeling over time and think it's normal. The wildest part is foreskin isn't medical waste. It's sold, used in pharmaceutical skin creams, anti-aging serums, and they go under names like fibroblast growth factors. Cosmetic companies literally profit off regenerative cells that were taken from babies without consent. So the next time someone says circumcision is cleaner, remember foreskin isn't dirty, it's divine design. Hey, are there any men out?
Divine designed. That's how that, reminds me of, God didn't make you with anything that you shouldn't already have. If it's taken away from you, somebody intervened. Somebody intervened, you dig? But I can't blame everybody. You got to have some empathy for the people that, their parents did it to them. There's nothing wrong with it. My mother watched one of her friends. She saw one of her friends get her children's foreskin removed, and she said that they didn't use any anesthesia, and that it was the most grueling thing my mom had to witness. And then so that convinced her to not get it done to me.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. It's crazy because it's all based off of a mistranslation or mistransliteration
In the book, in the religious books, or
in the
what?
books. Yep, and I can prove
I figured. Is
it.
it?
You already know.
Yeah, I already know. I figured, bro. It has to be religiously based. Is it that one chick? Is it that one where they're like, he had to go find a bunch of babies to do it to, or something like that? I gotta. Let me go look it up.
No,
Right.
it's I know what you're talking about, but that's not what I was referring to.
Which one? Which
It's
one?
multiple things in there that prove that circumcision is not what we think it is.
Right.
The main one is Colossians 4:11. It starts off with the word and what I was always taught reading religious texts, whenever a verse starts off with the word and, you're supposed to read the verses prior to it and the verses after to it to understand why.
You said the word and, like A-N-D, and?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. A-N-D.
Mm-hmm.
So what happens is in Colossians 4:11, it says, and Jesus, which are called justice. I ain't even want to get to the rest of it yet, but I'm going to start right there. It says,
Okay.
Jesus, which are called justice. Whenever you hear the term which, that denotes plurality.
Which,
So
yeah.
now that's
Yeah.
right. That's saying
W-H-I-C-H. Which.
correct.
Okay.
Which are called. Now we know in the English language, the word is and are the same word, but it depends on who's being referred to or who's the subject in the sentence determines if we're going to use the word is or the word are.
Mm-hmm.
When it's singular, we use is. When it's plural, we use are.
Gotcha.
So now with that being known, and you read the whole verse, It says Jesus, which are called Justus. Justus is spelled Justus. These two are fellow workers in the workshop of the kingdom of God and have been a comfort to me. Accept them when they come.
Mm.
So it's plural, but they are all of the circumcision. And remember, I said you got to read the verses beforehand to understand why it started with "and." There were other names mentioned starting with verse 1, Colossians 4:1. There were other names mentioned. So the circumcision, the first the first 5 letters of the word circumcision is circum, which means circle.
Okay,
They cut
gotcha.
off the world from them to establish the
Oh,
kingdom of God on earth, not
oh
cutting the
my
skin off
God.
their penis.
They misread it. They misread it.
They not misread it, mistransliterated. Because remember, it was transliterated from Hebrew into Greek, then into Latin, and then into English. So the terminology that was used in Hebrew didn't
Mm-hmm.
match what they used in Greek and in
In
Latin.
English
So they used the
and
closest
Latin,
word,
which was circum, which was circum.
circumcision. When the Hebrew word that was used literally meant circle, just the word circle, not circumcision.
Right. And you're saying it was to separate, right?
Right.
Or what did you say? To separate with to separate oneself from what though? Sheik.
You're
Like
cutting off
the
your carnal desires from the mind.
oh.
Cutting off. See,
Not from the tip of the penis.
right. So now they got nations of people thinking because the tip of their penis got cut off that they're healed. It's all
Man,
trickery, brother.
that's wild. That's wild, bro. And it's crazy how I mean the small hat people have their own tradition of it, which is pretty sickening, you know.
hmm I
And
heard
then
about it.
right, and then you have, I mean, you do have African cultures, right? Like traditions, like tribal people that do it in the sense for the men for like rites of passage. But I'm trying to wonder if that really was that for them, or was it a colonized kind of thing that was imposed on them? You know,
Yeah, it's not ancient.
it's not ancient exactly. So I see it just like genital mutilation for like how they see females. I see the same thing to the boys, you know.
hmm
Um,
That's exactly what it is.
and them
When I
trying to
first
cut off.
found out,
Go ahead.
I was saying when I first found out about the castration process in some of the African tribes,
Hmm.
that's what made me dig deeper into the scriptures to find out what that meant. Because I mean,
Right.
I had to witness my son get a partial circumcision, and he had a fit. Like I'm talking about, he didn't stop crying for a couple of weeks.
I bet. I bet.
But
How old was he?
he had to been probably was like 3 months. It didn't do it right away.
Yeah, yeah. That's what we were hearing last time I had this one. Last time I had this prompt, Sheik, it went crazy. I had about 120 people up in here. But
I
we had
remember.
we. Oh yeah. Okay, you were here. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, well,
And we had.
I wasn't in the live. I happened to be scrolling past. I saw the picture. It was like, I'm not coming here.
Yeah.
I already
it,
know what's gonna happen.
it
I can
throws
give you my
people off. But
real quick.
yeah, go ahead, Matea.
Um, in my tribe, the Kikuyu, it is a rite of passage. Um, like my sons weren't circumcised specifically because of that. Because in Kikuyu culture, it's not done until the age of 12, and it's a choice. Like it's the boy makes the choice themselves. Um, and it's a lot different than hospital circumcision. It's a very small circlet of skin. So it's a lot different when we talk about like the cultural thing versus being done in a hospital. Um, So I agree with it in that sense. A cultural rite of passage. It's a sign of a covenant. It is absolutely not originated from Abrahamic faiths or colonialism at all.
And when you say, Mateo, when you say it's different than the circumcision in the hospital, are you saying is it just more of an incision, or is it actually like getting rid of like some of these layers of the penis? Like, is it not that much? Like, is it half of the skin, or just a part of it, or what's different about it besides not being in a hospital?
Yeah, it's a small circlet of skin. It's not done like that, like it is in a hospital,
Gotcha.
and it's done, ceremonially. It is a rite of passage, like becoming a man, along with, which entails other things, but that's part of it. But that's the main reason that I agree with it. In that, I mean, by this time, people should know who I'm referring to when I say the Most High or the Father. Um, it's about it's a choice. The Most High doesn't force His way, so I agree with it in that aspect. Um, and my first son actually wasn't circumcised before I even um, was initiated and involved in my culture. And I think the Most High, kept him from that on purpose. And then I did know my second and third born sons, and so I specifically didn't have them circumcised for that reason, so that they could choose on their own when the time
Right.
comes.
And that's legit. I did, and that's like one of the questions I think I had there. I was like, is it for the kid? Because there's a lot of like questions about the kid's consent, and letting the parents. Is it out of the parents' comfort of it, or is it you make the kid decide it on their own? If so, I do appreciate that. Like at least you gave it that sense. I think what we've heard here before, the women that say they rather we come to find out that the women that wanted to do the circumcision, we were getting advice from health experts talking about when it's best to do it, and if you were going for the full circumcision, right, and that is when they're newly, right, newborns, right out the womb, and it's because their skin is still it's still not hardened, and it's still how do I describe it? Elastic kind of thing. Like it's thin too,
Plastic.
right? Yeah, and it's like uh, it's less pain, less nerves because it's the nerve endings on that skin haven't developed fully, so it's still up. It's going to be the perfect time to do it, especially you also have to find a good surgeon. This is what we found out. We don't want no botched kind of surgeries because that's what happens too. There has been a lot of cases of malpractice, and so but that's what we concluded on because we have heard stories of older people getting it when they're older just to fit in or just because they got made fun of and later on regretting it because when you're a kid you don't know the difference of having it or not having it, but if you grow up with having the hoodie then you decide later on to cut it off, you're gonna feel the difference completely. So it's either way, if you're hoodie gang or not hoodie gang, we just really we're doing this for educational purposes and to prepare people for this is a taboo subject, so people need to know all the ins and outs of it, I think.
That's why I've explained too, like in Kikuyu culture, it's kind of like the reverse in Amish. In Amish or Mennonite, you have something that's called Rumspringer, where they go out and kind of like experience the world before they decide if they want to stay in the community. And it's kind of the opposite in Kikuyu culture. A child could be raised like celebrating birthdays, normal holidays, church functions, going to like a Catholic school. And I had a hard time with that at first, and then I kind of understood, that it's like they're not being indoctrinated like into the culture. They're allowed to be a child basically, and experience kind of the things that as adults we know may not be, great things, but but then it's like their decision if they want to go through their rites of becoming a man. So it made a lot more sense to me the more I thought about it, that it's like, like I was raised in Christianity and indoctrinated into that and whatever, and it's kind of the opposite. It's not taken like seriously. Like in Kikuyu culture, we don't celebrate those holidays. We don't celebrate birthdays. We don't count numbers in full. Like there's actually 10 clans, but we'll say there's 9. Or if you say like how old you are, you might say like 1 year younger. And it's for the purpose of like things never ending. That kind of like always has been, always will be type of thing. But the more I thought about it, the more it made sense to me, because it's like you're not raising them up in the sense of like, this is all there is to life and that type of thing. Where a lot of people, including myself, experienced that growing up, at the behest of our parents with religious indoctrination. So I call it the reverse Rumspringer.
Oh, gotcha. I do see in the comments, some guy said, Jesus is God, said this might be Timmy, but I'm getting snipped next month for medical necessity. Again, good luck with that. And again, we're not here to tell you to do it or not do it. Especially if it's for a medical necessity. We obviously know that there are some medical things, or like what do you call it? We're just saying don't do it for aesthetic reasons. If it's something that's going to harm you in the future or preventable. I don't know all those different things, but don't do it for aesthetics purposes. Don't do it for this guy that said I don't want to grow cheese on my tip. A lot of people think that you can't. Like, we were listening to mothers actually talk about this, how they didn't want to deal with their sons' genitals, like as they grew up. They just didn't trust their own sons cleaning their stuff. And when you're a kid, you don't it's something that you have to be taught, and about hygiene and stuff like that. And a lot of mothers were honest about not wanting to to put up with that, so they just rather snip it. So I really appreciate those mothers that were honest about that. But it also shows how we all need to pay more attention to our little boys, and if we really do care about them, that we should be there to help them clean, teach them how to clean. And if that's really what you're just scared of, you're scared of that turtleneck, you're scared of something that looks ugly. We really want to get out of that mindset of the aesthetic purposes, you know what I mean? Because the foreskin has a lot of nerve endings. It has more nerve endings than the tip of your toes to your fingernails, okay? So I do want to put that out there. Did you want to add anything, my brother? Before we add, we're gonna bring up one more brother up here.
Yeah, real quick, the sickness.
I don't know
So
why it won't let me.
I don't wanna put too much out there, but in my personal situation, the doctor decided not to cut it off because her concept was it's going to grow back. I'm going to grow into it, so to speak. So she left some, and to this day I have extra. But my son had to experience the same thing because he had the same issue as me, and his mother, not understanding what my mother understood. His mother thought it would be good to wait until after he turned a year to remove what was left. And I fought her tooth and nail not to do it.
Oh wow.
So medical necessity,
Mm.
because of her pressing the issue, medically he had to have a little more removed, but it still, still had to leave some there. And my son complains about it to this day. He
No.
has a problem with his mother because of the decision she made. Because he was conscious of what was going on while it was happening.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
it's
interesting.
insane. But
It
like the guy was saying, from his
yeah,
culture, in his culture is a rite of passage, right?
right.
So if it's a rite of passage in his culture, and the ideology of the colonists is that, hey, we need to cut that off. There's no use for it. Who's to say that that might have been their specific cultural idea when it came to that. Just like we discovered that they mistranslated the Torah.
Exactly. And now let me ask you, Sheik, without going too deep. Now, is the extra foreskin? Because I mean, I got extra foreskin, but only when my junk is like not erect, right? It's
Hmm.
small, and then so I have hella extra that hangs like a elephant trunk, right? But are we talking?
Squidward.
Yeah. Are we are we talking are we talking about extra with an erect or extra without one?
So what I'm speaking on specific is I have extra when it's strong.
Oh wow. Okay. Okay. Gotcha.
It was so much extra when I was a baby, when I wasn't, that they felt the need to leave some on because I would eventually grow into it.
Right, right. That would make sense. Uh-huh.
But like I said, with my son's mother, she didn't want to hear that. In
Oh
her
my
mind,
god.
they
Hmm.
supposed to get cut. And I'm like, no, that if you can look at it and tell you ain't supposed to cut that.
Right,
But
right. What is it about the
she wanted to be
moms, man?
rebellious
I
because they don't
swear.
want to have to do the cleaning. That's the only reason.
That's
They
what I
don't want to
was
have to be the
saying.
ones to clean.
That's what I was saying, Sheik.
Pickle tipson, tickle
And we
tipson,
gotta and we gotta be
pickle,
more
tickle,
aware that
pickle,
hey,
tickle, pickle.
hey, guy, relax, relax. I gotta drop you. Sorry, you're
Hey,
not
what
ready
was he
for it.
talking about?
He was talking about his penis. He just couldn't talk about it. He was too little self conscious, I guess. Dude, Sheik, exactly, my brother. I'm happy you brought up that example because we had plenty of those
Why is
examples.
my dick?
Oh, I don't know why your dick is so small, bro, but you got to get up out of here. You feel me? Anyways, I got to stop letting these randos come in. But yeah, Sheik, that's okay. We're going to say this again, guys. Don't do it out of aesthetics, okay? Or out of your laziness to wash your own child's. Goes for men and women, fathers and mothers. If you don't want to deal with your son, maybe maybe he needs a little teaching about how to clean, and maybe you have to be a little more aware and a little more attentive, to his needs, his hygiene, and that is gonna, just like you show a kid how to ride a bike, you gotta put on the training wheels first, he's got to fall a couple times, and then he'll be good on his own without the training wheels. So it's the same shit. You just got to be patient. You guys got to be patient, man. But again, like my brother Mateo was saying too, there are calls of action because of what was it called? What was it called, Mateo? Like your manhood. What is it called? God damn it, I forgot. Um,
Rite
God
of
damn it.
passage.
Rite of
Yeah,
passage. Thank you, my brothers. There
right.
are
Yeah, I
rite of
thought that was.
passage about what manhood is and the next level of the things, and it's different than the circumcisions that are in the hospital. We do have to reiterate that again, and understand it as well, and not put it all in the same boat. With that, my brothers, thank you, Sheik, and thank you, Mateo, for those inputs. Let's go ahead and move on to our new panelist here, Lene, I can't pronounce that. Linhei. Welcome up, brother. Can you introduce yourself, brother? Can you let us know if you hoodie or no
Yeah,
hoodie and where you're
yeah.
from?
You had it. You had it. You almost had it. My name is Lenjaman.
Oh, okay, awesome, brother.
Legend.
Welcome to the
Yeah,
panel.
Lenja is a particular tribe in southern Africa, and I like this topic. I really love it.
Awesome,
So,
brother.
growing up as a young man, I had a friend. His name was Jeffrey, and Jeffrey came from a different tribe that used to believe in circumcision. My father never believed in, and my people never believed in that. So we're Africans. We're in Southern Africa. So I'm now 15. He told me, say, hey man, I got my thing chopped off. You want to do that? So I told my dad said, no, don't do that. My father was a very controversial man. Biblically, historically, and everything. I could write a book about my father. I love him. But anyways, so I go to the hospital. We had good Medicare and all that stuff. My father worked for the largest copper mines in the world. And we went over there, and I say, "Oh, can I get my thing chopped off?" My father already told the doctor, say, "Man, that little fucker is gonna come and try to get his shit chopped off. Don't chop it off." So months later, I go to my village to see my grandfather, the man that bought my father, and he told me, say, you don't need to chop that off. That's a protection. Don't be listening to these white folks. That thing has a protection for a reason. Why you want to take it off? Would you like to take your eyelid off too? I learned a lot. You know, they sat me down and said, man, and I don't mean to be racist or anything. I know maybe the panel is full of white folks or whatever, but they told me, say, white folks sometimes get things wrong. I'm talking about my grandfather who died at 107 years old. He told me, say, hey man, white people get things wrong. They're not all right all the time. Don't cut that thing off. Leave it like that. It's a reason for that. So we
Yes,
left
brother.
it.
Oh, sorry to interrupt, brother. My mother thinks the same way. She's Mexican, right?
Yes.
My father's African. My father's African. Just to give you just some context, most of the brothers up here
Yes.
are black or African as well. So don't worry. You say it with your whole chest, okay, brother?
Yes, sir. Yes, I'm gonna move forward, and I'm gonna tell you something. So they say, "We are Nebulaloka. We are Nebula." They said a saying, a little stupid saying called "We are Nebulaloa na wawuchisa." So the more you hide the penis, the sweeter it gets when it goes into inside. That's what they used to tell us. So
The more you
a lot
hide
of
it,
us are.
the more you hide it, the sweeter it became. Is that correct?
Yes. So the more that foreskin is hiding the thing, and then you jump into the circus, and then all of a sudden you feel like the world is ending. But now we have to go back. We're not gonna hide this. What about the rabbis in New York that were found that were keeping those circumcised little foreskins and using for rituals? Do we all know this?
No. Tell us more. We need to know more
Hey,
about these small hat
Chineke.
people.
You guys think Charlie Kirk had a 12-incher?
Look, Lace, you got to wait your turn. And if you're going to be talking about Charlie Kirk's fucking penis, I don't want to talk to you. Okay, go ahead, Unc. Go ahead, Unc.
Yeah, okay. So there was a basement that was raided in New York by accident. New York police was not supposed to raid that place. I never, the system is corrupt.
No way.
Remember that. So they went into the basement. They found a lot of little foreskins, bro. So they're using it for rituals and all that stuff. You remember, you have to understand what the Talmud is. Do you know what the Talmud is?
No, brother. Educate me. Educate us.
It's a ritual book, bro. It's a ritual book. Talmud just looks at Jesus like a. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to disrespect Christians, but the Talmud specifies. I got it in my library. I own about 4,000 books in my house. More, not 4,000. Sorry, I take that back. 400 books, not 4,000. 400. In the Talmud, they look at Jesus like a silly man that he didn't have direction, and they're talking about this little. Man, it's a long story, but this is something maybe I have to start my podcast or broadcast and then just talk about stuff like that.
My brother,
Because
let's focus on those little foreskins that they had. What kind of rituals?
the
do you think
foreskins
they're
were
doing
used
with-
as sacrificial things.
Yeah.
They would use it to They'll put it in burgers and all that stuff to bump up their business. So you going to Burger King, you eating, you're eating a burger. You don't know what you're eating too.
Oh hell no.
They they call it oburosh. Oburosh. This is oburoshi. Oburoshi is a technical word for bad things and witchcraft, which is it's an African terminology. But I don't want to get into details about why Jewish words sound the same as African words. That's for other people to compete on that. Oburoshi, and then if you look at in the Jewish context or Hebrew, it's the same word, Oburoshi. So for example, if you
Gotcha.
say Hima is a Jewish word for mother. It's also a Jewish word. I mean, it's also an African word in Africa.
All
So
right, oh, go ahead, brother.
nobody has no business trying to cut somebody's skin off their penis. There's a reason why. You go into American toilet and you're trying to pee. I don't know if you like to sit or pee, or if you're trying to take a number two and your penis is exposed. Is that a good thing? You're gonna get hepatitis A, hepatitis B, hepatitis C. You can catch a lot of everything. Then nature knew that you have to have that little cover, the little elephant stuff on you. So when you sit in a public toilet, let's say you're in Lebanon or you're in Zambia or you're in Brazil, would you really trust that toilet to be clean?
Brother, how are you doing?
Right, I got
I'm
you. Hold on, General. Hold on, General. We got people before you, brother. Just be patient. We're
I'm
gonna get
just,
to you.
brother, I'm a doctor,
Um,
right? And I just wanted to give my take as a doctor.
are you willing to be patient just a little bit, my brother? General, I'll be quick, okay? I'll be quick. You're next after my sister up here. Oh, he's out of. Oh no, he's still here. Okay, I'll be quick. Okay, we just got one more before you. Okay, brother. So let's go ahead. Thank you.
Brother,
Hey,
I'm a doctor.
I heard
Seriously?
you, brother. I
You
heard
want to
you,
have
my brother.
a woman go
Oh my
and you're
God.
going to hold on to the
Well, I
doctor,
don't want
bro?
a
أعوذ
misogynist
بالله من
doctor. I'll tell you
الشيطان
that. I don't
الرجيم.
want no misogynist
Bismillah
doctor.
okay.
Rahman
So
Rahim.
hold on, gentlemen. We don't have to fight. Let's
I
just
know
get
for real.
along.
Hold on. Thank you, brother, for sharing that with us. Okay, I want to share some more things that the small hat people do. But let's go with my sister, Mama Kuba. Mama Kuba.
That's fine. That's fine, Vibe. That's fine.
I'm so
You and this
sorry.
topic, I finally catch you.
For sure,
Uh,
sister.
so, Legiman?
Yes,
Lenjiman?
ma'am.
Can you mute, please? I can hear everything from your
Oh
background.
yeah, your background
Oh,
noise, my
the
brother.
cars and everything, huh? Okay,
Yes,
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. The Dallas police.
it's okay. It's okay.
Go ahead, sister.
Not do you want to hear from a woman? I mean, of course. Anyways, so my family's Muslim and my brothers, they're all, well, okay. My brothers are uncircumcised and my mom did it that way. Most of my family, they're like that. And I do think it's a Western practice and it doesn't make sense for me personally. Cause like what Lenjiman was saying earlier, the process of cleaning and the laziness that comes from women not trying to or parents generally not trying to teach their children to clean it is one big issue, and also aesthetics, like what you're saying, being the aesthetics of it all. And anyways, I'm not trying to condemn anybody's religion, so I'm not going to answer to that comment, but there's a lot of things that you guys do that's not right. Astaghfirullah. But anyways,
Astaghfirullah.
so I will. That's all I have to say about that. And I no TMI. I hope that's TMI. Well, this is TMI conversation. I was with somebody that was uncircumcised for Dr. General, mute up.
This nigga.
I was with I waited. I've been here waiting my turn. Relax.
I know you've been very patient. Thank you, sister.
Right. Like he just coming out. I'm a doctor. Okay, doctor. You're reading the same books that these people are reading. Like
First
this
of
is
all,
nothing new.
I've dedicated 12 years of
Okay, you can tell us all about your life in a
We're gonna get
second.
to you. We're gonna get to you. Don't worry.
Right. Can you imagine as a doctor? That's 10 years
Okay,
of school.
I also
You can't even be
dedicated
patient.
24
Very
years
impatient
No pun
doctor. I'll tell you
chess,
that.
intended.
becoming a chess master. I dedicated 24 years to become a chess master. I just want to say that. I just want to let that one in. Everybody can know. Because you
Anyways.
talk about chess, I'll teach you.
Okay, brother.
Well, I guess
Let's
we'll talk
let's
about what I
stop.
have to
Let's
say at
go
open
ahead,
panel.
Lance.
This guy's twerking his ass right now. Let him talk. The doctor. Excuse my language.
All right. I'm gonna let him talk, and we'll have an open panel right after. Okay. So, Miss General, assalamu alaikum, my brother. You are welcome up now. You can unmute. Go ahead and
Brother,
introduce
I would
yourself,
typically
brother.
say wa alaikum
Introduce.
assalam, but you have been way too disrespectful, so I'm not gonna greet you back. However, I will continue my thought.
Well, that's one of my mods, and you have been disrespectful to my brother.
Okay.
So try again, okay? We don't care if you're a doctor. There's a lot of doctors out there that do a lot of horrible things. Just because you're a doctor doesn't mean that you get to speak on this before anybody else.
And I like the fact that you held your ground, brother. Thank you.
Doctors don't mean shit. They
Because I'm a doctor on automotive cars and parts knowledge. I can do that, and I'm a doctor on chess.
I'm an ultimate chess master.
And I'm a
a
doctor
grand
in
chess wizard.
kitchen-based
And I'm also
chess
the
wizard.
activities.
on spiritual healing. I know herbs. Okay, so
I'm a
if
master.
I
I'm a master. I master jerk off. I jerk off. I'm a master at jerking off. Let me talk.
Read
Oh,
what he just said, Vibe.
Pinky owes me a lot
master
of money.
masturbation. Master masturbation. All right.
Pinky owes me a
With a
lot of money.
turtleneck or not?
Anyways, I did see some people in the comments say,
You guys are
I'm
very
scared to
loving
let
grouping.
anybody up,
oh
dude.
my
I'm scared they're gonna come up like that guy, or I'm scared they're gonna be racist.
No, we are nice people, and we're gonna get all along. And I'm a nice little African guy that came out from the island of there called Zambia.
All right, we'll have an open panel. We'll have an open panel now, guys, because the guy. Oh, he's back.
Okay,
You guys want him back? All right. You have to be polite, man.
I'm your fucking doctorate
Yes.
tits, all right?
General, we will accept you back
Doctor
up,
of
okay?
tits.
Can I say
Yeah,
something?
You get one more chance. We'll give him one more chance.
You
We'll
got
let the brother-
5 men here talking about penises. How about you go do
All right,
something
go ahead,
positive
brother.
with your life?
General, just gotta say your piece, my brother. Say
You
your
guys are uneducated, and this is the issue.
okay. Educate us,
You got
brother.
5 black men talking about penises. Actually, one
Oh
white
my
man.
God! If it's not the black men, it's the
Sir.
women. Okay.
So, what do you want to talk about exactly?
Let's hear
can
what
you
he said. No,
elaborate?
we're not
Brother,
going to answer
I
his
wanna talk
questions.
about how
He's
brain
gonna
dead you
tell us
guys
his
are.
thoughts. Okay. Go ahead,
You-
General. Go ahead.
You think circumcision cuts off the outer layer of the penis? What's wrong with you, brother?
You tell
where
us
did
what.
you get your
You tell us what
education
you
from?
do. You tell us what you do to those little penises. You tell
Bro,
us.
I don't think about penises. I don't make a display portrait of a fucking penis. I don't
All right.
think
Tell
about
us what you
penises
know
like
as a doctor. To give us your doctor advice.
Brother, you are obviously a homosexual. This is why you made a
here
whole
we
live
go. I gotta
dedicated
drop
on
you.
penises.
Jesus Christ.
Listen, he's a horrible
You tried.
doctor
You know, you
because
tried.
I've heard this
how's he
for
You
a
waited
whole
that
year.
long.
This is so
He waited
comfortable.
that
how's he a
long.
doctor?
Sexuality,
He
he's
don't know the
crazy.
difference between a diagram and a picture. It's a
I
diagram we
think
looking at.
he's mad. I think he's mad.
Anyway,
No, he's drunk.
Because he's not a real doctor.
I think he was lying.
can't
No,
I
he's
know he
drunk.
was lying.
speculate, but I
You
did
heard, you
wanna
see what he
add
put in the comments?
some-
He
some,
said,
like,
he said,
some-
one, I'm a doctor,
I'm
and
gonna
one
tell
day
you
you're
one
going to
thing
need
about.
me, and I'm going to deny you.
I'm telling you one thing about life, brothers.
Wait,
and
hold
sisters.
on, brother. What do you say, Sheik? What do you say?
He said, I'm a certified doctor, and one day you're going to need my help, and I'm going to deny you help. That's what he
What
said.
the fuck? Maybe
That's-
I live in
He bored of
Listen,
licensing.
that's the last thing a doctor will ever say out of their mouth.
What if I live in Antarctica and you live in Mexico?
so much for
Why
the
are you
hippo
gonna
oath.
deny me?
That's a
Did
good.
he do
That's a
the
good. That's a good one.
hippo oath? You think he
Yeah,
did the
that's what
hippo
I
oath?
Wow,
said. Yeah, so
that's
much for
funny.
the Hippocratic
Hey,
No,
oath.
he's
people fly
definitely
down to
not doing
Mexico
HIPAA.
for
He's
doctors.
probably
That's crazy.
For the
somewhere.
hippo.
Hey, hey, Mother Yucky, with a name like that, you already know what we're talking about. We're talking about you.
Man. All right, we'll have an open panel, guys. Guys, mute
Anyways,
yourself if you're not talking. Mute yourself because the background noise is
yeah,
kind of
mute
crazy. I'm not
yourself.
gonna lie.
Okay, I'm so
Anyway,
sorry. I'm the culprit right here because I'm in I'm in
You're walking
Texas
the
right now,
freeway.
and I'm trying to do my little walk with my little dog, and
Nice.
yeah. So I'm so sorry, brother. I
No,
got
you're
my
good, brother. I'm just saying you can. I'm not saying to be quiet or anything. I'm saying if you're not talking,
I
just
got
mute
my
yourself.
pistol though. Don't worry
There you
about
go.
it.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Man, speaking of dogs, why don't we circumcise dogs? You know, that's a good.
oh my
That's a good.
God.
Wait, what?
No, I'm saying if it's not normal for a
Hold up.
human, you know, dogs have skin, right? So I mean,
Oh my
I'm
I'm
God.
saying
sorry
how.
you told me to mute, but I had to come back on that one. Circumcise a lion too.
Yeah, all animals,
Good
Uncle.
luck with
All
that.
animals. Imagine that. But you know
And
the reason
the
why I heard.
strongest
Well, Val,
the
you want me to
strongest
say the
animals
disclaimer,
have the
disclaimer I
strongest
gave you earlier?
the strongest animals have
I can't
the
hear you,
smallest
shit.
ones. Have you noticed that?
We'll say that again.
I
Wait a
said,
second, buddy.
hold on. I said, do you
Wait a
want me to
What do
give
you
second.
the
say?
disclaimer that I gave earlier
No.
about
Oh,
the
about the.
misindication of the word?
Have you
Yeah. Go
ever?
ahead and. You guys came late. Let Sheik describe what he was talking about. That it's a not a
No.
mistranslation,
Yeah,
but something else, a
mistranslation.
misiteration.
It's a
Go ahead.
mistranslation. Yeah.
In the
Yeah. You
Bible.
want
Go
me
ahead,
to
Sheik.
I know
step up and say what it said?
I know we have Muslims on the panel, but we
Well,
also have
I'm
Christians
so
coming in too.
sorry.
All right, well,
I'm so
listen, we have Christians
Mute up.
who's
Mute up, Luna.
familiar with 11.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you're with the chapter, Colossians 4:11 starts off with the word and, A-N-D. And if you know anything about literature, a sentence that begins with the word and is an indicator that you must, not if you feel like it, but you must read what's before it and you have to read what's after it to understand why the and was put there. Now, with that being said, the scripture goes, and Jesus, who are called justice, I'm sorry, Jesus, which are called justice, these two are fellow workers in the workshop of the kingdom of God, and they have been a comfort to me. They also are members of, no, I'm sorry, they also are of the circumcision. So in the transliteration, the mistransliteration of trying to translate words from Hebrew into Greek, then from Greek into Latin, and then from Latin into English, the closest word that they use for circumcision, because it was to cut themselves off from the world, they thought circumcision meant to cut the skin off. But the Hebrew word for the word that was used in the Torah never had
survive.
anything to do with
Yes,
mutilation.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt you, but we survived. I'm gonna have to excuse myself from this conversation because, honestly speaking, out of respect, I love you guys, everybody on this panel. I cannot do religion. I'm so sorry. I
You're not
don't
doing
even.
religion.
No,
You're
even
not.
if it does, when you start quoting Bibles and other stuff, I can't do that. I'm an African man coming deep out of my people's conceptions and understanding of other stuff. I can never follow a white man's religion. So I'm gonna excuse myself, but it's been nice talking to you. You
That's
guys
fine.
are cool. You guys are cool, and I'm gonna unfollow myself and just get out of this. This topic was very nice, but I can never do anything
Okay,
with
brother. You have a good night. It was really nice meeting you too, my brother.
thank you, sir. I appreciate you.
Yeah, have a good night. All right. Shall I continue?
Yeah, go ahead, Sheik. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And again, this is not to this is not
The
trying to
non-religious
convert
side.
anybody into Christianity. This is
Yeah,
just
because
a
I'm not talking about us.
because I'm
misinterpretation.
not Christian. Just to make a disclaimer, I'm not Christian.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
We're,
what I'm discussing is words. I'm not discussing belief, faith, or any of that. Just words and the usage of those words. I was explaining the vibes earlier that the first couple letters of the word circumcision is circle, CIRCUM, and the term circum is related to circle. The Hebrew word that was used in the Torah literally meant circle. It got transliterated into circumcision, meaning two words got put together to make sense of what they couldn't transliterate. So cision means cut. They added the term cut to what the original word was used, which was circle. This is why there's a circular incision, circumcision, to the foreskin of the penis. They were literally cutting themselves off from the world to fortify the kingdom of God on earth. And I'm like I said, I'm not trying to convert. I'm not talking religion. I'm talking the word usage. So when it got transliterated, because the words didn't translate into the different language correctly, they used what was closest. And
they
now
took
you
it
have
too
generations
literal.
of people. Yeah,
Go
right.
ahead.
They take everything. It's like when you put a plate of shit in front of somebody and pour syrup on it, even though they know they're looking at shit. If I can tell you that it's pancakes for real, you'll believe it eventually. And that's what we're dealing with.
Facts, brother. Hey, Sheik, can you do me a favor? Can you start letting people in? Because I don't know what's up on my end that I can't let people in. Like as soon as I try to accept them, it boots them out. It's weird. So sorry,
Yeah,
guys. I know.
yeah. When you get a chance, check your host settings because it might have got shifted some kind of way.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck it's about. Okay, can you allow people inside, Sheik?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
Just when it comes if they add
If they're
themselves,
wild,
it'll
I
show
think.
me on my screen.
Yeah, if they're trolls, I can literally just boot them out too. But
Yeah,
that's all I can do.
yeah. I don't know, man. I just wanted to make a statement, really, because you already know I'm operating from a different plane right now. So
Yeah, I hear you.
I need the people who are still in the room, especially the men. I need y'all to have a little more maturity about this topic.
Yeah, facts.
Because yeah, we on social media and there are viewers and they also are monitoring the lives. And if we keep having these immature actions happening on the panel or on the live, it will get shut down.
Yeah,
And that's what
facts.
we're trying to avoid.
No, it's just strictly educational purposes, guys. Remember that we're not here to. We had up to 60 people in this live, but you see, I think most of them just want to come up here and troll. So as soon as they just hear us talk serious about this subject, they drop. You know.
Right.
So I mean, we don't really don't care. We're just gonna
Now it's funny. I saw somebody in the comments state something wasn't backed by science.
say that again.
It said he said something wasn't. He said it wasn't backed by science. That's not backed by science. His name's
What?
SNF.
Oh, what you said, what you stated.
I don't know if he was referring to what I said.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. I see. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, they actually have two vibes. I don't know if you heard about that, but there's like a thing you can get to put like on yourself to regrow your foreskin too. That's actually possible.
I did see that actually. I saw that in a documentary. I watched a documentary where older men got the procedure done, and they were talking about it. The people that were dissatisfied with it, they ended up trying to regrow it back. So they showed all the different ways that people practice that type of. They had lotions for it. They had this stuff that would stretch your skin out.
Okay.
Collagen.
Yeah, college. They had collagen as well. Again, Sheik, we have 13 people asking their request up. You can choose which one of your liking, and you can do like
Oh,
maybe
okay. I see
one,
now.
one or two at a time. Because if we do all of them, they're all going to get impatient.
Yeah, I know. General, he might as well go home because he's not coming up. Let's see. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. They all look like trolls, but I don't want to. I don't want to misjudge because we might have
Yeah.
somebody in there that really got something to say.
Yeah, I know that's the hard part. Last time we had medical professionals up here, we had people that really care to talk about this subject. It was really educational. So hopefully we can get the same.
Yeah, I'm gonna let this guy up. Oh, he left. Okay, well I won't let him up. There you go. Welcome to the panel, Brody. You there, Brody?
Yeah, I'm here.
Want to introduce yourself to the panel? Guess not. Welcome to the panel, Javed.
One troll at a time.
Yep.
Hello.
Welcome to the panel.
Hello, thank you for welcome.
Yeah, you want to introduce yourself? TikTok purposes.
Hello people, my name is David. I'm from Punjab. Well, I'm Punjab. Hello.
I hear you.
Hello.
Yes. Do you what do you have to say about the post?
The poster, I don't know. I don't know. I just want to say that the one need to be done. The one on the right is smaller than the one on the left.
All right, man. That's a good observation.
Yes.
Let me ask
So
you a question. Let me ask you a question.
okay.
Can
Okay, you
you
can
read
ask me a
English?
question. I am listening to the question now.
Yeah. Do you read English?
Yes, I can read English.
All right. You wanna do the panel a favor and read what you see on the on the post?
Okay, tell me what to read. I see it, but I don't know what to read.
You can read it from the top to the bottom.
What are we missing? Circumference does not remove the tippers. Circumference, no, circumcussion. Circumcussion.
Circumcision.
Circumcision does not remove just the tip. Who is asleep? I can hear snoring.
All
Oh,
right.
sorry, guys.
No, I just wanted to make sure that you comprehended what the purpose of us having that post up because I heard the response that you gave.
Yes, the poster, the one on the left is the smaller one. The bigger one, sorry.
Are you sure they're not the same size? Are you just viewing it the wrong way?
No, because the one on the left is not small, but the other one is small.
So that's all you get from what you see.
Well, I see one with words and one with no words.
All right, so let me just explain why I brought this up. I'm asking you because I wanted to make sure that one, You wasn't coming up here just to tell jokes because we really don't got time for that. And number two,
No,
if you
no,
do
I'm being
understand what
serious.
you
I
see,
don't know what I'm looking at.
so the whole purpose of this post is to give everyone education on the usage of circumcision and its importance of not
Wait,
capping.
wait, 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 wait. Someone in the chat tell me to take a shower.
Don't worry about that because he's
Can
trolling.
can you kick them, please? I don't want them in my here chat.
I won't kick him. I'll mute him.
Okay, thank you. That is okay. I
Yeah,
just don't like racism.
Draven,
yeah,
don't look at the comments, my brother. Don't
yeah.
look at the
I
comments,
just
okay?
want you to focus on the
Just focus
post.
on
That's
what
all.
Sheik is saying. And one more thing, I do have to put a disclaimer out there, guys. We're not saying that the circumcised penis is the smaller penises, okay? This is just an image. I didn't
Who
intend it
is
to look.
speaking? I was talking
I
to the
didn't
other
look.
man.
I didn't
That's
I'm
the
mean to
speaking
host.
now.
intend.
That's the
I didn't.
host. He's the host.
I didn't. Yeah, I'm the host. I didn't intend it to be. I didn't intend it to be like that. That the circumcised is smaller, the uncircumcised is bigger. This is just how the picture came out. Sorry.
Well, why is it smaller?
Because the
So
artist
that
drew it smaller so you can see
so
more
so that
of the
so
words
that
that's written on
means
there.
that means if you have the snip, it makes you smaller.
That's not true.
But the picture is smaller.
Okay, so for TikTok purposes and for the purpose of this panel, are you or are you not on the left?
I am in the middle.
Vibes.
I can't, bro. I can't.
Hello?
No, he being serious too. That's the bad part. You said you in the middle,
Why
huh?
is everybody laughing?
All
Because
right,
I'm
let's
trying to
ask him a
figure
different
out.
question. Are you circumcised or are you uncircumcised, my brother?
And where?
On your finger. Where else are we talking about?
On my finger. I have my whole finger skin.
I
Yeah.
was being sarcastic, my brother. Come on now, brother.
No, hey, Vibes. Enough is enough, bro.
You dropped him.
Listen, I
That
tried to
brother
give him a
said the
chance
middle, bro. He
because I
did not
saw
want. Yeah.
he the one that asked that question about Charlie Kirk. That's why I let him up.
All right.
Oh my God, we need some more
Hey, I have to
maturity,
be
guys.
quiet right now, so you're gonna run this real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay, let's see who else we got in here. I'm curious. Here we go. Yeah, it's a bunch of trolls on this panel. Let's give them a shot. Hey, welcome to the panel, Harlem. Hello. I can't do nothing when you step away.
I'll try to invite some sisters up here that I know. Hold on.
Hey, Vibes, I can't do nothing until you come back.
I'll bring some of my sisters up here. Hold on, just give me a minute.
All right. Hey, group, welcome to the panel.
Damn, I'm in here. What's
Say
the
what?
okay? I got a question.
Well, before you ask the question, can you introduce yourself to the panel?
How would you like me to introduce myself?
Well, let's state your age, where you're from, what you
Uh,
identify as if you feel like it.
I'm 21. I'm from United States. He, him. I don't know. Is that good?
That's fine.
All right.
What do you want to add to the conversation?
I just got a question about the
If it's gonna
graphic.
be immature, let me know so
I'm
I
not.
can just drop it.
I'm not, bro.
It's got to be because you're laughing and we being
I'm just
serious.
wondering what like what the graphic is for. Like, what's the point? Like, what point are you trying to
Can
make?
you read? That's a honest question. Are
Yeah,
you able to comprehend
I
what's written
can't
on it?
read. But why is it so like why is it so different?
Why is what so different?
Why is the one
Are you
right?
talking about
Why you put a micro
are you
penis on
only
the
concerned about
right?
the sizes and not the subject matter?
Okay, I'm just worried about the graphic here. I'm
All
not
right.
gonna lie.
Well, I asked you to add something to the conversation and you won't do that. That's fine. You just have to find somebody who's willing to speak with maturity. Let's try him. Welcome to the panel.
What's good, my Crody? Your word to my two twos, fam? You got it wrong.
I mean, I'm going to give everybody a honest chance to hang themselves. So it's up to y'all. Whatever you have to add to the convo, if it's not mature, don't waste our time. It's that simple. Welcome to the panel, Daniel.
Yo, what's up?
What's going on?
I just wanted to add that there's female circumcision is considered mutilation by the World Health Organization, and female rights groups actually go to Africa to stop it. But then when it's done here to men, nobody gives a shit.
Okay. So that's what you wanted to add?
Yeah, that's all.
All right, thanks.
Yeah, no problem,
All right, so yeah, now that I've realized that I have a bunch of immature boys instead of men, start seeing that we can get some of the females up here. There are none. Let's see.
Hey,
Welcome,
vibes.
welcome to the panel, smart sis.
Hey, what's going on?
All is well. How about yourself?
Oh, I'm good. Who is this talking?
This is my
This
brother
is
Sheik. This is my
Sheik
brother
saying,
Sheik. I'll be right back. I'll be right back, Smart. We need a female on this panel.
Okay.
This is my brother Sheik.
yeah,
He's the mod too.
yeah. So just for TikTok purposes, you want to introduce yourself to the panel?
Oh, let me turn this off. Okay.
You're talking to me?
No, I'm talking to Smart Sis.
Oh, what did you say? I'm sorry.
I was asking for you to introduce yourself to the panel.
Smart sister, 64, blackity black, California.
Okay.
Yep.
And what do you have to say about the post?
I'm trying to read it. You know how I go. Now, what is y'all saying that what, like they cut more of the penis off when for circumcisions, or what are you saying?
Okay, I'm gonna attempt to explain it so that everybody
Okay.
that's viewing will know and they can stop coming up here with the mess.
Okay.
Okay, what we're looking at is a diagram.
Mm-hmm.
So that means someone intentionally drew things the way that they drew them.
Okay.
But for the purpose of giving you the example of why you probably shouldn't have it done
Mm-hmm.
because of what the effects are going to be in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm just giving my rendition and then everybody else can add theirs. But I don't think that this photo is trying to make a comparison in size. It's making a comparison in what's left after the circumcision.
You're very wrong.
And if you can, I mean, it's right there in your face. You could literally see
Exactly, and I
different
see that the
words.
one on the right is smaller.
Why does it matter? Is that what you're into?
No, it's just
Then
you're
why
making
are you
a
making it?
statement
Why are
that's
you trying to
obviously
make?
wrong.
Listen, why are you trying to make the post about the size and not about the information on the picture? This is where the maturity comes in. We've all
Uh,
seen diagrams of penises. Did you get turned on by it? Is that why you're making the point about it? I just don't
okay, no,
understand why
but
y'all talking about sizes.
okay, I'm just gonna let you talk, and then I'm not gonna interrupt you, and you're gonna let me talk. You're being
Well,
very immature.
that's normally how a post is run. I give you the opportunity to speak, but you gotta wait
No,
your
you
turn.
just talk over me, buddy.
You just talked over Smart Sis. You talked over me
Mm-hmm.
while I was explaining to her after she asked the question. And you know, that's not how we operate on this panel. So if you can have patience. But back to what I was saying, the purpose of the diagram is to show
Mm-hmm.
you the difference with someone who has the foreskin versus someone who has it removed. Not the
Mm-hmm.
size, but what's left.
Right.
So as you can see, there's a whole part of the one that has the foreskin called the frenulum that's not even on the side of the circumcised.
Mm-hmm.
People don't realize that the reason it's there is because it's supposed to be there. Just like your hair on your lip, hair on your eyes is growing there for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
And aesthetics causes us to remove things from us that we're born with.
And it's not even aesthetics. That's just because YT's following some small hat tradition of doing that. And then we just fall right on in and let them do whatever we do. Ain't no way. If I had a son, I would have let him get circumcised. No fucking way. God know what he doing. And if you was born with it, you supposed to keep it. Ain't nobody got, that's some old small hat law. That's where it comes from,
Well,
and then
I
folks
mean,
falling right on in doing the shit for no reason.
I understand the angle you're coming from. It's
Yeah, talking about cleanliness or whatever. That's why a lot of men are oversexed because it's supposed to be covered because it gets too sensitive, bumping around in your pants and everything else being exposed like that. It's not supposed to be.
yeah, and also Vibes made a good point earlier. Yeah, based on science. I'm gonna just say science. I'm gonna say
Mm-hmm.
what science, but based on science, because of the structure of the foreskin actually has the most sensitive nerve, or the most nerve endings on the body.
Mm-hmm. I can
And when you
believe that.
remove the nerve endings, you lose sensation.
You're right.
And
That's what I'm
they have
saying.
men thinking that the sensation is naturally going away when no, it's because you
No.
remove the foreskin.
Right. And then the tip of the penis has the most melanin in it too. That's
Right.
why a
That,
lot of
yep.
them
Yep.
boys in Atlanta, when they was coming up on the line, the tips of their penises were missing.
Hey, you know what's funny? I'm a moderator, right? So I have to listen to what's being said and view the chat. And I just realized that we got a room full of immature men that don't even know about their own health,
Own body. Yeah, that's probably true.
making a joke about it. And just for TikTok purposes, y'all are not my nephews, so please refrain from calling me your uncle.
Right.
I don't
Cause I
operate
don't
that way.
rock with you like that. Right. I gotta know you first. Yeah, they don't,
Yeah,
it's just the same old thing with us in
yeah.
terms of that
So
intergenerational trauma I talk about all the time. That's
this is
that's
what I'm gonna
that's
do.
it. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't got time for the energy tonight.
Mm-hmm. Just go on, take your circumcised ass on somewhere and go sit down.
Yeah, cause hey Isaiah, just looking at that picture, I know you don't have anything to say and you won't come up here and do it. It's not gonna happen. What are you gonna get banned for? Matter of fact, I won't even let you get the opportunity.
People just, Lord help them, Jesus. That's all
Yes,
I got to
please.
say. They just crazy. They don't know no shit. That's why I don't waste saliva on too because they don't read, they don't understand. I mean, maybe they
Right.
need to go read Medical Apartheid. That's a book on all experimentation and all the stuff they've done to women. Black women, the speculum that's used in gynecological exams and stuff was made out of spoons that they experimented on black women with. We might not be circumcised, but they sure in the hell, the so-called father of gynecology experimented on black women and came up with all stuff because they said, oh, well, black women don't feel pain. So that's why they did all that stuff, coming up with different things on us. So yeah, it's a book for checking out Medical Apartheid. So you can see what they do with us, with you, with our babies, all that. These are some devils, honey.
Yeah, I know they sick in the mind.
They are. They are. They do shit to everybody else. But they inbred. Anyway, I was just on a live and a brother broke it all down, how all of them come from the same damn family. He said that's why they can get on code against us so easy, because they all the same damn people.
Mm-hmm.
He even showed the deformities that came out of YT folks. One of them is a long chin like
Why are you
Jay
talking about
Leno got.
penises?
That's a
Come
proof
on,
of
bro.
it.
Yeah, we're gonna allow Smart Sister land her plane for
Speak
anybody else
gay.
speak.
Oh, I'm done. Thank you.
Repeat that, Starla.
Nobody wants to see a penis, mate.
So why are you here? Why did you click on the live if you didn't want to see a penis? Come on, there's a diagram of a penis on the post.
Kids, you got a small one. Kids, you got a
Yeah.
small one, mate.
All right, man. Whatever, bro.
Whatever. Bye.
Most of them never seen the one on the left. that's why
Yeah,
that's why they
they
acting like
ain't
that.
got none. That'll make
I'm,
me tell this joke. What's this joke? Let me think of the punchline.
mm,
Uh, oh my God, it's so funny. I gotta oh, I know what it was. Okay, it was this brother, right? Had a girlfriend, and um he had, his girlfriend's name put on his penis, right? And then she stopped dating him. Well, she didn't stop dating him, but he went to the bathroom and saw another guy. Her name was Wendy, right? And
mm,
he saw another guy next to him. He had Wendy on his penis too, and he was like, wait a minute, is she messing around on me? What is going on, Wendy? And he asked him. He said, "Man, what's up with my girl's name being on your pen is Wendy." He said, "Wendy," and he said, "Man,
My girl
mine is
name
welcome
Wednesday.
to Jamaica. Have a nice day."
I knew I heard that one.
Okay, I forgot. I just thought about that one. Lord, I cried laughing
That's
the
deep.
first time I heard that. Talking about Wendy.
When I heard it, it was my girl name is Wednesday.
Right. Okay. Oh my God, that is so funny.
That's
Yeah, they
hilarious.
can't handle that. You notice that's the one stereotype they always refute that one, don't they?
Yep.
And it's like a joke I used to tell too. What's white and 9 inches? Nothing. We got jokes tonight.
Wow.
So all y'all down there, they turning red.
Who y'all roasting? Who y'all
Oh
roasting?
man, I don't think
I just got back.
anything that's
Sorry
trying
guys.
to.
Sorry guys. I had to do something. Sorry.
No
You
problem.
definitely good vibes. This is been a night, brother.
I know. I'm happy. I'm happy Smart got up here because I knew you were a little. You needed somebody like Smart to come up
Oh
here.
yeah.
But I do want to say I did hear that little part about Sister Smart saying something about the melanin and how it is. It is a. You can see how it is the part of the body that is most condensed of that. If we look at that part of our body, it's like the darkest area of it. So it's real condensed in there, that melanin, you know what I mean? So it has to
Yeah.
be used for something. I've heard they've used it for skin creams and for like anti-aging creams as well. And if you think about it, like you were saying, sister, the medical field, how the thresholds for pain, like, but more than that, like what they take from the women, like the women's placentas, they use it for
Yeah.
stuff, and they never release that to the people, and they make millions upon millions.
Because think about that lanolin. That is pure lanolin on the skin of a baby. You notice when you see a baby being born and it's white looking, that's
Right.
lanolin, and because that's what keeps your skin soft.
Or
So
that greenish stuff too,
yeah,
right?
that cream on a baby, right?
Right.
And like you said, and it's inside the placenta too. So, but basically, they say nurses are always like trying to rub that off or whatever because it's so nourishing to the skin. That's why a baby's little skin is so soft
Oh, that
when
makes
it's born.
sense.
Skin so soft. Yep.
Yeah,
I
ain't
have
that
a
a name?
question.
Go ahead.
What's it?
Wait, hold on, sugar. Okay, introduce yourself with. Do you? Let's do this. Let's just. Where are you from? And if you have brothers or sisters, brothers that are circumcised, or babies that you have had circumcised, or not.
Yeah, I have brothers and they're all circumcised. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And where are you from, sister?
I'm from Ohio.
Okay. Well, welcome to the panel. Go ahead if you want to respond to anything that's been said or state anything about the prompt. Go ahead.
Okay, I have a question. For circumcision, isn't it like good for like health? Because like when you're not circumcised, doesn't like the tip get all like dirty and stuff, and like it
No,
sticks together and stuff like that?
not if you clean.
But you
You
gotta
can
clean
pull the
like
skin back and clean out all of that, and that's the whole point of it, to cover the head of the penis to protect it from sensations.
why do you have to protect it from sensations? Isn't that what makes you feel good?
Only
If
when
you
you
do
ask.
it all the wait, hold on. Anybody else coming up here?
Come on, man. I
Okay.
tried to be nice.
Don't
I
worry.
tried to
Keep
bring
going,
the
guys.
sisters up, and yeah, come on, man.
They tripping. No, the point is,
They even
okay,
worse
it's like
sometimes.
anything in life. If you have your clitoris exposed and rubbed it all the time,
Mm-hmm.
Do you
Desensitization.
think it would be as sensitive as it is?
Wait, if my clitoris was
I'm just
exposed?
giving an example. Yes, when you're talking about the sensitivity of it, if it's covered and protected, it's going to stay more sensitive. So I'm just bringing up, say, a woman's clitoris. If you
Mm-hmm.
rubbed it all the time, all day, all night, do you think it's going to be as sensitive as if you didn't?
I'm not sure because I feel like you don't lose feeling ever. There's a bunch of nerves in
Yeah,
your
you
clit.
do.
You could use a
Yeah, you
vibrator
do.
for hours and hours, and then if you like rest for a day and then the next day
But
you try
every
again,
single
it'd still
day,
be
all
sensitive.
day, you giving it a rest. That's the
Yeah, but
point.
like if
If you
All right,
did
are
it
so
men
all day,
walking
every
around
day.
like having like if they're circumcised and their penis is in their pants, is it like uncomfortable, like the tip that's exposed? Because I don't know about that.
Well, I'm not a man,
I can
but
speak
Yeah,
on
that's
that.
what I was
I can
asking.
speak
But
on that. I can speak on that.
yeah.
Okay. So I was explaining earlier
Go ahead, Sheik. Go ahead.
that in my situation, in my personal situation, I was born with extra. So the doctor decided to leave some on after the incision because they believed that I would grow into it. The problem is they left too much. So where it was cut, I still have some there, and then I've become desensitized at 44 because of it, because
Oh,
that
like
area was exposed. Like
so
literally,
because the doctor did something messed up, right?
say,
why doesn't it make logical sense that if something is covered, it's not exposed as much as something that's uncovered? Is that really a hard concept
it,
to
it is in
understand?
Western.
It's
It,
very
it is in
broad
Western
though.
society.
Because if there's so many circumcised people, and then it would be like a whole like worldwide thing, all these men having problems, but like everyone's fine. I've never had my brothers complain to my parents or anything.
Well,
Of
this is
course not, but
yeah.
it doesn't mean that
It
it
would
didn't
make the
have an
news, like
effect.
all these men, their penises are all
Hold
sensitive
on,
and it's
sugar.
painful.
You have to understand that most of these children, right, that get this surgery done or this practice done, they won't tell the difference whether they had it or not. So they grow
Right.
up thinking it's normal, right? The ones that you can find out that tell you later on are the ones that do it later on when they're older, and they do it because they want to fit in with their friends or they got picked on because they didn't have, a circumcision. So they go ahead and do it. And 9 out of 10 times they're not happy with the results. They actually do feel the difference between having those. We were talking about the hood is like there's so many nerve endings. There's more nerve endings, more like sensitive like feelings that you feel than on your fingertips or your toes. It has way more nerve endings than both those areas combined. So you got to understand that is attached to pleasure. Just like there's female mutilation, you can think of this in the pleasure
Yeah.
realm as male mutilation. Now think about the hood, like the
No,
cut.
no, it's not the same.
Listen, you wouldn't know. You're not a male.
No,
Listen,
I would know. You said that it's worse than female mutilation, but it's not.
He didn't say
no,
worse. He said
well,
He
comparative.
didn't say
Oh,
worse.
I didn't say
okay, but
worse.
no,
Did I
it's
say
not
worse?
comparable.
I
I
don't think I
promise
said
you, it's
worse.
not.
Well, that's
But
subjective.
Yeah, that's
You
subjective. Again, you're not. You've
there's
never
no
had it
way
done.
because
You've never had it done to yourself, or you know what I mean, or you don't know how a male one is. So again, it is subjective. But again,
yeah, no,
sugar,
I've never had a female. Like,
sugar.
I've never had mine
I hear you.
mutilated.
That's why you can't really speak
But
on it. But
I'm
Thank
from
you.
a place where it's normal to have it done to like the older generation.
okay,
But
sugar. Well, let me just
yeah,
break down. Let me break down the little hoodie thing, right? So, like the sister was saying, if this sensitive place needs to be moisture, if it has to be moist. How am I saying this word right?
moisturized.
Moisturized, right? To
hmm
be sensitive, it needs to be covered, and it also, I heard also it works as a form of like natural lubrication,
Mm-hmm.
and and so when you see it exposed, it's more dry, you know, and it doesn't have that same, you know, same what is it called, reinforcement of this and again, all that sticky stuff and all that wet stuff will get dirty like anything else, just like I think a woman has lips, right?
Yeah,
That
Mm-hmm.
lips
under the
that
breast.
We
They
have
have lint.
secretions too.
right,
Exactly.
and so you got to wash that
Yeah,
out. You
but
got
it's
it's
worse.
nothing wrong with it, okay? It doesn't need to be cut off, and that's different than general mutilation. Some do it for aesthetic purposes, and that's what we're against. Like if it's just for looks, it's not the best option, you know what I mean? But some people think it's for hygienic things, so we're just trying to get past,
Yeah,
we're trying to
It's
exactly.
not.
understand it in all these different
Hmm.
directions, but I'll land on that.
Yeah, you can keep it clean like any other part of your body. And bottom line, this is a Western thing. Most men on the planet are not circumcised.
No, it's a everywhere thing, especially like
It's everywhere, sweetheart, but more men are not, don't get it. And like I said, this is I can't say that. This is small hat law. This is a part of the Torah and a part of their religious beliefs.
oh yeah, not only Jews. There's other religions. I know Muslims do it. I know Hindi people do it. It happens in the Middle East and Africa. Everywhere they all get circumcised.
Well, according to your religion. But when you go back more than that, most people, they don't. They just don't.
That
You got to be in a hospital with a surgeon to do this. How many men you think live and breathe and are born and grow up that do not get this?
yeah, there's a lot of people that don't get it, but I was just
Right. So I
wondering.
don't know why you so hung up on,
She'd just rather see all men circumcised, and that's her
I
preference.
guess so.
No, I was
That's
just
her
thinking like,
thing.
I didn't know if you're circumcised, it's like it hurts you like your everyday day to day, like your penis is hurting because you're circumcised.
No.
That's what I was trying to ask the guys because
How is it
wouldn't there
gonna
be
hurt
so
if
many
it's less
people like,
sensitive?
huh?
How is it gonna be hurting if it's less sensitive?
No, because what Smart Sister said was that if something's covered and it like versus it open, it like wouldn't it be less sensitive? But
All right,
She's
so it's
kind
a
of
part
saying
that's
that.
missing. It's a part that's missing in the explanation. The skin gets removed, the remaining skin hardens, and when that skin hardens, it desensitizes your nerve endings.
is there a study like what? I don't
No,
think
this
so.
this is this
You know what a
literally this
perfect
is
example of that
someone
is,
who had to
Sheik?
deal with it, and I'm dealing with it now. So
Right.
I can tell you from my own experience. I can care less what a doctor tell you because they're practicing. They
But
don't know either.
didn't you say your doctor like left some extra stuff or something?
Right. I was a baby, so I had no control over it. I didn't have the right to tell them no. I couldn't even speak.
No, I mean like did the doctor do it wrong? Is that what you were saying?
What I'm saying is the practicing doctor made a decision and I'm reaping the benefits from it now. Or should I say I'm reaping the consequences of it now?
Yeah, and that's unfortunate. That
It's
is
not
unfortunate.
unfortunate. It's just a lesson to learn. I trust me, my life ain't changed because of it.
Yeah, no, I'm
And
not.
this
I
is the
didn't mean
part
like
that
that,
y'all are
but I
not
meant like
understanding.
that's messed up.
Everybody
Like,
want to be immature about this topic. I can promise y'all when y'all was in the 6th grade in health class, y'all ain't learned nothing. Too busy laughing at the diagrams.
Mhm.
Too busy laughing at the teacher saying penis and vagina. Like, come on, we
Yeah,
adults
facts.
here.
And I
You know,
prefer having sex with men that are not circumcised. So,
hey.
hello.
So I just got a thought, guys. Perfect example of what I was talking about the natural lube
Mm-hmm.
with people with foreskin
Mm-hmm.
is that you see most of these, the porn that you see, most of the actors or most of the men performing are circumcised,
Mm-hmm.
and you understand why they can go for rounds and rounds and rounds, but they need all the lube, they need all the extra lube.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because they can't produce it themselves, But more
It's
wait,
than
called
that,
they
Desert
do?
D.
they
They
can go
produce
for rounds.
wetness?
I mean, think about it. Remember when like I heard, I forgot if it was in a movie or something, with a guy that like would come quicker if he had. Some of the guys, they said they have to masturbate before they go. Like when you grow up as a child, like you have to masturbate before you go and have intimate something with a woman because you're scared of coming quicker, and it's because of all the sensitivity that's
Right.
going on with that extra skin, right? So, but I'm guessing in these other porn flicks that they can go rounds and rounds and rounds and not feel nothing essentially. But I might
No,
be
they
wrong.
use creams
That's
and
just a
injections
theory.
for that.
Say that
For
again.
they use creams and injections for that. Like literally, this is like the porn secret. They use creams and
And
injections
then
to
some
continue
just
to
had
go.
that much control because Ron Jeremy, that one guy, he could hold it or do it on cue. So he was so in control of his penis.
Yeah,
Is
but
in the movie, the
he also
director said, "I need you to come right now." Bam, he could do it.
but he also, I don't know, like I seen one of his in the past, and I can say like it made me stop watching it as much because
It's like deformed, huh?
like literally we all have the power as men. We have the power to do just what he did. But
Right. It's all in
what
the
he doesn't
mind.
expose to you is he had a procedure done that allowed him to do it on contact prior to him becoming a star. He had a
But
procedure done.
look how long he can go. Sometimes it's mind control, just like anything else.
Yeah, mind over
A
matter.
lot of it.
But
And
at
you
the
know he's
same
out here in
time, if you
California
extra
with all these
sensitive down
porn
there, it don't
stars.
matter what you thinking. He thinking a different thing.
You know,
Why'd you guys make?
baseball.
Why is the picture the circumcised penis smaller
Look,
than
see,
the
because
uncircumcised?
She fell into the trap.
she did it.
I
Yep.
was
I
like, I
thought
was
the
looking at it. I
men
was
was
like,
immature. Why you
dang,
being
is this on
immature, Sugar?
purpose? Huh?
I said, well, I thought the men was being immature. Why you being immature?
No, I'm looking at the picture and I'm.
So let me give her the disclaimer sheet. Let me give her the disclaimer. So the left diagram is to show you all the 4 major parts of the penis that are being
Oh, you gotta fit it all in. Oh, okay.
that are amputates.
Amputee.
This is what they amputate. These 4 major parts, and these all are named. These are all different sectors of the skin, right? And these all are different nerve endings or different sectors of the nerve endings. Okay, so that's one part. The second, the one on the right is just the exposed version of it, and is trying to show you the. And again, this diagram, I didn't make it up. I just showed this, so I'm not trying to say that people that are circumcised have smaller penises than people that are uncircumcised. Okay, that's not the point of this diagram.
He's a grower, not a shower.
I mean, that's so. Even
Does it
in
have
saying
health
that, right?
benefits too? Like if you're if you're
If y'all want to make it about the diagram itself and the sizes that was chosen by the artist, that's fine. But if we gonna make it about that, let's use science and science off. Y'all thinking that because the skin was cut off, the penis shrunk. But the part y'all missing is is called foreskin for a reason. Because it's actually longer than the length of the penis.
Right.
That's
and
true.
what they're cutting off, they're not cutting the size of the penis, they're cutting the skin off the penis. The skin that's overhanging.
Essentially the hood, yeah.
Yeah, well, we call it a hood, but it's literally that's what they're doing. They're viewing it as excess skin.
That's
even
true.
though
That is
you
so
came
true.
out with it.
Right.
To them,
God
it's
knew what he
excess.
was doing.
but it's the same thing as the
Your
umbilical
appendix.
cord. You're
They
born
told
with
us all
it
this
and
time
then
the
you cut
appendix
it off
had no
later.
use. And now they say the appendix is what keeps all your organs intact.
Right.
But all these people had theirs removed.
White tea folks. We gonna go to hell following them.
Come on, like, okay, we can have all the jokes and all the, the
For
laughter
real,
about
for
the
real.
names.
I don't think it's about
Think
white
about
If
how
if
people
anybody
take
in the
out their
comments wants to come up that's not joking, just put your hands up in the comment. And we'll just,
your tonsils too. They thought it was no use for them, and there is a
Right.
health reason to keep your tonsils. So it's all like I said, medical apartheid. So
The tonsils are an indicator that you have a bacterial infection in the mouth.
Exactly. Or you catching something. That's why you get that strep throat. But if
Yep.
you have them intact, then that lets you know. and whatever. But people were taking out kids' tonsils all the time for no reason.
Yeah, sugar. And again, if it's for aesthetic purposes, that's what we disagree on. Obviously, there's some medical procedures that need to be done, and I can't remember all of them. There was some specific ones that was told last time around. But if it's for health reasons, again, it's something else besides the hygiene aspect. Okay, the hygiene is all it needs to be done is be cleaned. Okay, and some people just don't.
How often would you clean it? If
Just as much as you clean your
Don't listen
ass,
to your
okay?
body.
Hold on, smart. So you wouldn't, okay? So you'd be like, okay, my bum hole, right? My bum hole, it needs to be clean, right? And what's in the way of my bum hole? My butt cheeks. Should I clip my butt cheeks off? Should I cut my butt cheeks to reach to my bum hole, like
well, that's a
to clean
whole
it?
different thing. But I'm saying like
No.
if
Listen
it
to me. You're not
gets
listening.
dirty a lot, like
Everything's dirty on your body. So I don't know how many times you
Wash it
shower a
every
day,
day.
right? I don't understand how many times you shower a day, but I shower like maybe twice, if not 3 times. Every time I take a shit, I shower just to clean my ass. But I don't know how other people do it.
so do you use
But
a
just as
bidet?
many times as you wipe your ass and wash your ass, it should be the same amount of time that should clean this area of our body.
Every time you urinate, you should be
Okay,
attempting to
so
clean.
every time you guys urinate, you wash your penis?
Well, no, I'm gonna speak from personal experience. I've known since I was younger that every time I urinate, there's gonna be extra urine that's gonna be dripping out after I finish. So I take a piece of tissue and I clean that area.
Right.
I'll wiggle it until all of the excess comes out, and then I leave. I take that extra time. You know what I'm saying?
My ex-girlfriend was Muslim and she told me how to rinse. And so ever since then, I've been rinsing. And like, it's kind
that's
of like
way
awkward.
better.
If you're in a public area, it's kind of awkward because you can't just go to so I do exactly what Sheik is saying. But yeah, there was this Muslim lady that said that. And again, I when I drink and stuff, it's harder to manage that stuff. Like sometimes you don't have full control of it.
Right.
And sometimes it does get a little messy, I'm not gonna lie, but that's why you have to be aware and all that. But anybody can be dirty and anybody can be unaware of
Be
that
clean.
certain situation.
Oh, and also you said that you didn't agree with circumcision if people are doing it for aesthetic reasons. Why? Why?
Yeah, if you're like, I don't want a turtleneck, I don't want an elephant trunk, it looks nasty, it looks gross. Like if you're in that kind of mindset, then that's an ignorant mindset. Like you're just cutting it because it looks better to you.
Yeah, visual.
Right.
That's what aesthetics
For
means.
you.
Visual.
Mm-hmm.
Visual.
And according to what beauty standards are in your culture.
Yeah, there go the key word right there. Culture.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Doesn't it help for health benefits too? It lowers your risk of like HIV and
that's what they tell
STIs
you.
and
That's not
stuff.
true.
That's not true.
I've never in my life heard somebody contracting HIV because they had foreskin.
And wouldn't you
No,
guys
I'm
think
saying
just because it's exposed, it
lowers
would be
your
more
risk when you're
more?
circumcised. Because there's more bacteria if you're not circumcised.
We
But
just
that's
talked
not,
about that,
the
sugar. We
bacteria
just
is
talked
not
about
what
that.
HIV
I don't know why you
is.
keep repeating that.
There's more bacteria if
It's
you cut.
disease.
If
It's
you
bacteria.
hear me
That's
out,
how
hear me out.
No,
diseases
that's
are
not.
made.
HIV is a virus, sweetheart.
Yeah.
What happens with the virus? There's a bacteria going on.
No, a virus and a bacteria are two separate organisms.
No, if you have an infection, that's because there's
An
bacteria.
infection is an infection. A viral infection
No,
is
I said it
another.
lowers your risk of STIs, STDs,
What does?
HPV.
A circumcision, that's a lie, sister.
That's a lie.
That's a
You
medical
can't
lie.
tell this chick nothing. She gonna believe what she want to, and y'all might as well.
Damn, we're just having a
Listen,
conversation.
real
Why
quick,
is she so
sugar.
mad?
Real quick, sugar. I'm
Get
just
your
gonna
emotions
ask
out of this. Let's just
listen, hear me out.
Honey, I don't have no emotions. I'm
You
just
clearly
saying.
are.
Sugar,
We just
sugar,
said to you
sugar.
10,000
Yeah,
ways
I'm
to
gonna speak to
Sunday,
someone
and
rational.
you keep
Listen, I
saying
need
the
to
same thing.
hold on, because we are too mature for this, man. Or at least we should be.
Yeah, you do keep repeating the same thing, though, sugar. I'm not gonna lie.
So what I want to do so we can try to move on from this is just make it as plain and simple as possible. The only reason why we are against having the procedure done, unless it's medically necessary, is because of the science behind it. Literally, people who, and this is a self-experience, people who has the skin are not having those issues, not even worrying about those issues. But the people who have it removed are the ones who are at a higher risk. Literally, when you have sex with someone and you have foreskin, you might transfer bacteria between you and that person, but it doesn't necessarily get in your system until you allow it to get into your system by not cleaning. Whereas if you don't have the skin there and you go in, you automatically exposed to whatever she has. You see what I'm saying? The foreskin is a protector. That's why we call it a hoodie.
If you're having
Let's put
sex,
a hood on to protect your head when it rains.
but it peels back when you're having sex because you're penetrating.
Yeah, that's if you want to. Some people still have it
How
and
you
they
gonna
don't
have
peel
sex
it back.
and just not move? You're
Hear
just
me
gonna
out.
put it in
Some
there?
people still have it without peeling the skin back. They still have intercourse. It's a subjective thing. You decide
No,
Oh,
if
it
you
and
said
want to
that's
peel
that
it
when
right.
back or not.
you're
Check
exposed.
this out. Check this out, sugar. When we're fully erect, it looks like it's circumcised. There's no need to circumcise it.
So what does he mean if it's
Does,
he's saying that if you're having sex and you're uncircumcised, it protects you, but you're
All
saying
right.
that it's exposed. So
I'm
that
trying to say it without saying it because we got too many immature people in the room.
yeah, and let's say schmex. Let's try to use TikTok
Yeah.
friendly language, sugar. Please.
I happen to be endowed. So even if I'm not fully on, the skin still can do what one might need to be done if it is hard. You get what
so
I'm saying?
your tip is exposed when you're having schmex.
You're not hearing what I'm saying, and it's cool. I already recognize.
I'm just asking questions.
No, you're making statements. That's not a question.
No, I was saying it in more like is it exposed? Like a question kind of.
All right. Most of the time, yeah, it's exposed, but sometimes it might still be there. In my situation, I have extra. So even
Extra
when
skin?
I had when I was a baby, I had extra. So the doctor didn't cut all of it off, and she, in her mind, I would grow into it. But when I got older and I started getting, growing in size, I realized I still had skin there.
Oh, so like it's like a half
It's not even a half. It's just
kind
the
of?
front.
Please stop.
Okay. Oh.
So like my hood, it
Please
depends on the
stop.
situation if the hood is going to be exposed or not. It's literally subjective.
Sugar, what happened at sugar? What is your experience with men? Or have you?
No experience. I'm just I just my like the brothers I have that are circumcised, they've never had problems. So I was just wondering, like, are people going around having problems? Can then that's where I see it as okay, you can
How old are your
not
brothers?
be circumcised. One is like 19, the other one's like 27.
Yeah, they ain't live enough life yet to experience what we talking about.
And once
You
again,
should have sued your doctor.
sugar,
I would have sued him.
sugar. Once again, they got it done when they're little kids. They wouldn't know the difference. They feel like it's normal.
No, you would
I've
feel
had
if
a lot of
something's
people
going
come
on,
up and
right?
say that they, huh?
Like you would like your body would tell you, oh, something feels off. This is that. I'm assuming.
No, well, you're assuming wrong because I've had men up here that have got it done and they said that they don't feel any different. Like they don't, and obviously because you only hear it from the men that get it done when they're older, when they're teens or in their adult life, they get the procedure done. Those people will tell you the difference between it because they've had both experiences.
Oh,
Here,
okay.
here, I'll throw something else out there. Wisdom tooth. Most dentists will tell you if you have a wisdom tooth cut through your gums, you should have it removed. Why would you remove your wisdom? It's a reason why they call it your wisdom tooth. It's not supposed to be removed from your mouth, none of your teeth, but specifically your wisdom teeth are supposed to stay there. They tell you because it broke the gum that it's going to cause the rest of your teeth to shift. Once you take that
Not
tooth out,
true.
now all your teeth going to shift.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's different because my dad, he never had his wisdom teeth taken out and he never had problems. But I was having a lot of pain and that's why I had to get mine taken out. And I think it's just called wisdom because it's just a name, like, because it's all the way in the back. So it's like near your brain. So they're just calling it
That's
wisdom.
not why they call it the wisdom tooth.
I don't
It's
think
sci-
everything has a meaning. It's
it's
just like,
science behind why they call the larynx the Adam's apple, and most women don't have them, but they have a larynx. You get it? You get where I'm going with this? The terminology that we're using for these organs in our body was created by someone's thought, but they had names, they had purposes prior to them coming up with these new names. So it wasn't always called a wisdom tooth. They called it a wisdom tooth for a reason. They just never exposed to us why. It's a wisdom tooth because it's connected to the nerve that goes to your brain that helps you remember. Wisdom. All your teeth are connected to organs in your body. Through nerve
Sugar, do
endings.
you have any last questions you want to take before we get somebody else up here, Sugar?
no, I don't have any more questions.
Okay, thank you so much. Hopefully you learned something. We're just here to educate. We're not here to
Thank
bash
you.
anyone.
Yeah, no problem.
Have a good night.
You too.
Yeah. And real quick,
Giving me a fucking headache.
the
So
purple corpse. Adam didn't eat an apple. Show me in anybody's holy book that shows that he ate an apple, and I'll give you $1 million right now.
not at all.
You're not gonna find it.
Well, they blame us because
Well, some people do, but
the woman
I
did.
can give you an idea about it that'll change everybody's mind.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm
We're all
listening.
ears.
Everybody keeps saying, oh, we in trouble because Eve ate the apple first and she gave it to him. But nobody really dig into why he was punished before she was. The whole thing is, whenever Adam received instructions from the Creator, she was right there with him. So she knew everything that he knew, especially why they shouldn't eat from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. And that's because they already contained the knowledge of good and evil within. They were seeking something that they already had.
Exactly.
So he got cursed because he allowed his desire for his woman to do what she asked him to do and not what God told him not to do. So
Well,
it's
that's
not
why
her fault. It's his
Satan
fault.
thought we was the smartest because he knew if he got us, he could easily get Adam.
Right. That's why he you don't think he ain't try to go at Adam? And it actually says that in there. He attempted Adam first and Adam turned him down. So he went after Eve when she was by herself. She was never by herself. And this is why I said I'm going to change everybody's mind with this idea. Because how about when they say in the Bible, it say that Eve was off by herself and she approached, or the serpent approached her. Adam was right there. Adam was he was tilling the soil. He was doing his work. He saw her pick the fruit off the tree. He watched her consume it.
He's like, no.
Yo, don't do it. You heard what God said. She said,
all in slow
you
mo.
always
We
do
the
what
ones
he
got
said.
cursed the worst with childbirth pain. But anyway,
Why would I listen to what you're telling me to do when all you do is what he tell you to do? That means you don't have your own mind. I'm not following you. I'm following myself. And this is after she met with the serpent. So Adam was like, well, shoot, I can't have my lady all upset about this. So let me go ahead and eat the apple. Even though he knew what the consequence was, or not what the consequence would be, what God told him not to do. He knew disobeying God was going to be a punishment. But he did it anyway because he was in love with her. You remember what was stated when after God said, where are you? Do you really think God didn't know where he was? He asked him because he was making him expose himself. Oh, we hid. Why did you hide? Because we were naked.
no,
Who told you you were naked?
messed up.
And he says, did you eat of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil? And he said, I did eat of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. The woman you gave me ate of the tree.
Here we go.
And so I did eat. So it was like a smack in God's face, on the I want to say the exoteric, not the esoteric, but in the exoteric, the mundane level. Yeah, he felt like Adam smacked him in the face. So that's why he got punished first. He said,
Well, we got it the worst.
well, that's subjective too.
Well, y'all don't have babies, so
We don't have
the
physical pain,
pain
but we
that
get the
we
mental strain
get
from y'all physical pain. You do know that, right?
is a bitch.
We
What?
get the mental strain from y'all physical pain.
Oh, mhm. If you still there when you had a damn baby.
If because most
No,
men
I'm
don't
just
want to put up with them
messing.
hormones while she pregnant. So that's why I said we got to put up with the mental strain while y'all dealing with the physical pain.
Well, that's good. You strong brothers, ain't you?
But this the twist. Adam had everything that he needed already. Why did he ever have to seek after the knowledge of good and evil when he already knew it? And
Well,
the
that's the
reason
human
why
ego.
the reason why the story is twisted is because they don't tell you that Adam had a wife before Eve. They don't even mention it. He had a wife before Eve. Literally, it was Eve in another form. Her name was Lilith. Lilith was
Oh,
completely rebellious against Adam. She ain't want no parts of what he was talking about. What, you over there in the trees? What, I'm trying to burn in the sun. I ain't got time to be doing that. And Adam like, well, damn, she don't want to do nothing. Like, I asked for help meet and you bring this over here. He was dissatisfied, I want to use that term. So the creator, because he loved this creation, he got rid of Lilith, kicked her right on out of the garden. Or did he? No, he just revamped her into Eve.
oh Lord,
Or
Jesus.
did he? Or did he now?
Right.
Yeah.
Woo. Well, we won't
He's
say
all
nothing
to
about
be
Diddy
continued. To
either.
be continued. You know, we're gonna go deeper in chapter 2.
He
You hear,
look a
but
hot mess.
Yep.
go
No,
ahead,
I was
Sweat.
just saying Diddy, just being funny.
No.
Diddy looks a hot mess right now, don't he?
Yeah, you know why?
Oh Lord, here we
Because
go. What?
he bit that fruit.
Well,
He
no,
bit
he
that fruit.
forgot
Now
he was
he
black.
can't have his adrenochrome. Oop, did I say that too loud?
Ooh,
Yeah, he
adrenochrome. I
forgot
was
he
just
was black.
learning about that
Yeah,
adrenaline rush blood.
Yeah. Child baby blood.
Oh man, let's
baby
not.
oil.
Okay, so speaking of the Bible, speaking of Adam and Eve, not to get off topic, we got some circumcision that is mentioned in the Bible, besides what she had already told us. I just chat GBT'd it. So, especially in the Old Testament, one of the key places is in the book of Genesis, where God commands Abraham to circumcise himself and his descendants as a sign of the covenant.
Right, Jewish. Well, oh, I keep forgetting to say that word. Small hat history. The Old Testament, the Torah. That's the small hat part of the Bible. That's it. That's why I said that's where it came from.
Right. And then we got Genesis 17. It's also referenced in the Mosaic Law in Leviticus and Deuteronomy, where it's the part of the ritual purity and identity of the
Right.
Israelites.
All
So,
small hat history. When you look at
But
the Bible.
you do
and then
know
one
that
more.
before
Let me get one more in there. One more is the New Testament. Circumcision is discussed in terms of a spiritual significance rather than just the physical act,
Okay.
particularly in the letters of Paul, where he emphasizes that faith and the heart are more important than the physical rite. Okay, so go ahead, Sheik. I just wanted to point that out.
I was just going to add the she keeps saying the small hat history. They don't have a history. The small
Well,
hat
I
that you
know
referring to,
in
they
the
don't have a history.
Bible, the books, different books. You got law, you got history, you got wisdom, you got all that is in part of the Old Testament.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
what I'm saying
necessarily
is
saying their history, but I'm just saying what history is in the book.
the history is us.
Well, everybody in the Bible is us.
Well, you know that's what I'm saying. But when I heard you say small hat history is like, no, that's close to saying that our history started with
It's
slave
just these
ships.
satanic practices, is
Yeah,
what it
that's all
is,
it was.
right?
Rituals.
All these rituals that we have. Imagine the small hat people. They had the ritual of actually doing the circumcision without anesthesia, right? Making it to the point where the baby numbs out in pain. like literally in shock. It can't
That's
move.
enough to have
It
y'all
can't
men
even.
crazy.
It
And
That
can't
you,
even.
that
It can't even
trauma.
cry.
how
It
about the
can't even
part
cry.
where?
Okay.
How about the
And then
part
on
what the
top of
rabbi
that,
does
on top
after
of
it
that,
happens? Ooh,
they're gonna put their mouth on it
On
and
the
suck
exactly.
all the blood
Suck
off of
it
it,
out.
nasty
transferring
Exactly.
all
fuckers,
their
man.
sexual transmitted diseases. And there's plenty of cases of showing that priests were charged in court over this, because it was a
Yep.
sick
It's
practice that now they
nasty.
keep it under wraps. They still do it, but not so publicly anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a practice. I shouldn't say everybody was there was black because our spiritualities far exceeded the Abrahamic religion. So those are kind of new on the scene. Well, 2,000 years old. That they new on the scene. So yeah,
Oh
we
yeah, I'll back you up
took
on
the
that all
stuff
day.
way before that. Huh?
I said I'll back you up on that all day by saying this. What was Abraham's name before he became Abraham?
I don't know. I don't remember.
It's in the Bible.
Oh, I'm sure. I
His
don't
his
remember.
name was Abram.
Okay.
Abram. Abrahm. Abram. Abram. And if you know where that term Brahm comes from, that's the name of the people who worship Parabrahm, which is the modern Indians, people from India, the Hindu
Wouldn't be
religion.
surprised. Well, the original name for God was El.
Right. El
Elohim.
Elyon.
Or,
El,
and all of that.
Elohim
You look
Elyon.
at Ra in Egypt, Amen Ra, and
Yeah.
Amin that we end prayers with, so there's so much stuff.
Look,
It's a trip. Like
look,
I said, I'm trying to get more into African
look
spirituality
at him.
personally,
Look at him.
because them three, and though I
Bull
grew up
worship.
Catholic, I've been a Christian, I've studied all three of them. So, just to better get a better understanding of stuff. But we need to, as black people, understand, since we are the blueprints, go back to what we believe before all of that. The white T man then used all of it to screw people up worldwide. So everybody needs to go back to their original stuff. Leave them
Yeah, and I'm
alone.
there.
Huh?
I said, oh yeah, and I'm there.
So
Backwards
it is
through the
what it
ages, masterminds trace themselves, and thus they know. That means they got to do the work. I can't just go by what somebody told me and
is.
expect.
Exactly.
I got to do the work.
Well, it says study and show yourself approved too.
You want to know how I realized that concept about Adam and Eve?
What?
So I grew up in the church, and they made it
Smart.
mandatory for us to watch that Bible story every Easter.
Mm-hmm.
It was mandatory. We come back from church that day and had our fun all day at out the parks and stuff. When we got home, we were sitting glued in front of that TV on Channel 6, watching Ben-Hur, and we had to watch Moses and the bulrushes, all that. We had to learn this.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was watching the movie one time, this is after watching it for years, it dawned on me. I'm like, wait a minute. They went and put leaves and stuff around their body because they was naked. But prior to that, they already was naked.
Yeah,
They didn't care.
definitely.
So
They
what
didn't
caused
know.
them to think that they was naked? And I said, oh, now that makes so much sense. They already knew what was going on. Them hiding was symbolic because that never happened. It was symbolic. They hid because they knew they was wrong. Key word, knew. And it says, seek first the kingdom of heaven and all its righteousness, and all things shall be added unto you. The kingdom of heaven is in your mind.
Of course. All right.
You stay in here,
Building.
everything on the outside becomes whatever you thought in here.
Mm-hmm.
But he decided to go outside of his mind because of an idea that came up. That's all.
Well,
Now,
what kills me about Christians sometimes too is you so busy pointing the finger at other folks. A Christmas tree is pagan. Easter bunny having eggs is pagan. They use those things to kind of make Christianity a little more palatable to the people in the past.
Mm-hmm.
So, but you don't even want to admit the pagan stuff that you've accepted as a part of your own religion. So,
Communion.
sit down.
Communion. It says,
You
eat of my flesh, drink of my blood. He ain't tell you to do that, fool.
We won't go there. Me growing up Catholic, they really, you take communion every Sunday. A lot of other churches
I was
just
an
do it the
altar
first
boy.
Sunday, but
No, my
Boy
church, it was
system.
first
Catholics is
Sunday.
every Sunday. Hmm.
I said it was first Sunday in the church I was in. I'm
Right.
Pentecostal. Well, I
Most
grew up Pentecostal.
Protestant churches, yeah,
Yeah.
but
They
the
said,
Catholic church is every week.
but what you want to know? What made me leave though? Honestly, the reason why I left the church and Christianity and all that. I asked a question to my Sunday school teacher one time
Mm-hmm.
because she used to make us read the King James Version Bible all the time.
Oh Lord.
And my mom had like 4 or 5 Bibles. She had four or 5 different versions.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever we would read on the King James Version when I would get home, I read it in all the other ones.
Other ones, right?
And I noticed in the English Standard Version or the American Standard Version, they use punctuation. Like commas, parentheses. I mean,
Right.
not commas, but parentheses and quotations and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
They don't use that in the King James Bible.
Well, you know who he was.
I do know who he was, not what everybody think he was.
He was homosexual. That's why it cracks me up sometimes when people be going. I'm like, don't you know King James was homosexual?
Hey,
Why y'all tripping?
Hey, smart sis.
Well,
All of them were. Every last one of them. So it ain't just James. So the reason why I'm saying that is because that what's the best way to put this? That rumor, because that's what it is. That rumor started solely on the concept that it was exposed that King James was a brother. And at the attempt to discredit him, they named him as homosexual. But all of them were doing the same thing. It didn't matter what color he was. All the kings, even past King James, was a brother until after 1492. But I ain't gonna get into that right now. The fact of
you gonna follow British shit, but go ahead.
Yeah, well, that was us too.
Well, some of them old, but like I said, some of these inbreds, we wasn't part of none of that part.
The question that I had was Matthew 24:5, where Jesus said, well, not Jesus, one of his disciples asked him, I think it was Peter. He asked him, how will we know when you shall return? What are the signs? And Jesus replied, many are they that will come in my name, saying, I am Christ. Be ye not deceived. For no man knows the hour,
The day or the hour.
the day, nor the time when he, our Father, will return. He didn't say him, he said our Father.
Mm-hmm.
The standard English version or the English standard version had the quotations. The quotations was placed around the phrase, I am Christ. So now you got people that read the English standard version that's thinking is Jesus saying people are coming in his name saying that they're Christ. When he's saying literally, there are going to be people coming to you saying that I am Christ. And he's telling his disciples, be ye not deceived. For no man knows the day, nor the hour, nor the time. Not even him. Now, I grew up in the church. I was always told God is in control. He know everything. So why don't Jesus know? You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
It's all about mistranslation. This transliteration is on purpose. People are doing this on purpose.
We ain't speaking Aramaic, so
Right.
You
Now
just translate it 50,000 ways to Sunday.
I speak it and translate it because I'm familiar with linguistics. I know that Arabic, I know that Hebrew, Arabic, and what's it? Hebrew, Arabic, Syriac, and Iranic. All those different versions of Hebrew and Arabic all came from Aramaic. That was the angels' language. People say, "Oh, Jesus spoke Aramaic." That's because all the people at that time spoke Aramaic. It was only one language. That's how the people was able to hear what he said when he taught, right? But the whole concept
More
of the Bible
languages.
is not telling you about a specific being. It's telling you about a character in you. You know what I'm saying? The term Christ itself, that's not his last name. In the Hebrew tradition, you're called based on your family name. So his name would have been Yehoshua ben Yusef in that language. And that's in Aramaic. But they call him Jesus Christ. And got people thinking that Christ is his last name, when Christ was a title given to him after Melchizedek received it. It's a whole line of people that received the title Christ.
Oh yeah.
Jesus was the only one that returned to his father. That's why he's the only begotten son.
Well, like I said, when you go back to Africa, which exceeds 2,000 years, there were other languages, yes, because we
Mm-hmm.
were around a whole lot longer ago. So yes, it was. But let's get back to the penises. Oh no, you didn't change the prompt.
You changed the prompt. Yeah, thank you.
Woo!
I knew it
Because
was coming.
Lord knows that girl gave me a fucking headache. I know I need to get some more patience, but when I tell somebody something like 5,000 times and you still repeating and saying the same thing, I can't do it. I can't do it. Mm-mm. She didn't want to hear nothing. So,
The question
anyway,
was asked, am I Muslim?
huh?
Somebody in the comments asked, what's I Muslim? And my answer is no, I'm a Muslim.
What difference does it make?
Well,
If
because
you go
I'm
back and
speaking on
study, you'll
Christianity,
understand all three.
people think that because you decide to follow one religion, you're not supposed to know about the other one.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You should study all three. All of them are Abrahamic religions that came from the same person. So if you really want to know what you really truly believe, you ought to study them all because they all had the same root.
Yep, they all
But
saying the
then
same thing.
that's why I don't even like to talk about religion that much because people gonna believe just like that girl was gonna believe what she wanted to believe about a penis. Then that's it. It just is what it is. People, you can't once they get in their mind something. That's it. So that's why I don't even really like talking about it because most people are not gonna do the work and do the scholarship. They're just not. So I just leave it alone. But anyway. Back to Tariq. Did I tell you, well, y'all, both of y'all, that a friend of mine got a petition against Tariq Nasheed?
Oh yeah, is that what that link is in the bottom? Cause it looked like there's a link to a petition right there on the post. I mean
Oh,
on the
probably
prompt.
not. This guy just started this. Let me see if I can go copy it. And I can send it to y'all. But it's a petition to, because like what we were saying, a lot of what Tariq is doing is dangerous. It really is. And like I said, when FBAs come up here sounding like Charlie Kirk, I got a issue, and we got to stop all these charlatans and shysters and grifters from keep miseducating our people. We just need to stop because it's ridiculous. Now they didn't run Umar out on a rail, I guess. He'll probably lay low for a little bit before he come back. But Tariq, like I said, if you got folks coming up here sounding like Charlie Kirk, then it's a problem. Let me see if I can go get this.
Well, here's the thing with that. What does Charlie Kirk sound like? That's an honest question.
What did you say?
I said, what does Charlie Kirk sound like?
All oh, white supremacists, black people is a problem, da 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 da. And like I said, a clock can be right twice a day, but that don't mean you telling the truth. And a lot of them are coming up, they're so anti-black till it ain't even funny. So that's what I mean when
I
I
hate to play
say,
devil's advocate, but the clock is only right one time a day because you got day and night, so it's right in the daytime, and it'll be right at night. But it's only right once a day. That's another one of those things that we got so used to saying because of somebody's idea. Now we embrace it. And we got to be careful because they got you thinking that it's 24 hours in a day when it's literally 12 hours of the day and 12 hours of the night. And you base your whole lifestyle based around those 8 hours of sleep that you took and the 16 hours you got left in your day. Yo, they do this.
oh,
They
this
do
on my
some
other
big time.
phone. I can't have it. Well, okay.
They do
Well,
us big
some
time.
people don't even do the 24, so whatever.
Here you go. How many days are in a year?
What calendar you want to use?
I'm just asking a simple question. How many days are in a year?
Well, shit, it varies according to what, if you're following the Caesar's calendar or somebody else's, I'm sure. I don't know, but Asian people got a different calendar, so probably
All right,
different.
I'm gonna ask it from a different angle.
I don't know. I just said I don't know.
It's all right. It's all right to say that you don't know as well. Most
I
people will try to
know.
come up with some shit. So I appreciate it.
I don't
But
claim
no.
shit. I don't know.
So
So
I
it's
asked the
according to
question, I'm
what
gonna give
you
you the answer.
accept.
7 days in a year. A year is
Okay.
only 7 days.
You're wearing me out.
Hello?
See who is
If
this?
if a year is more than 7 days, name the 8th day.
I
What you do
don't
with this
know,
dude?
sir.
You can't.
Hey,
Don't
It's
say
only
sister.
7
that.
My
days.
sister. Hey, my sister.
Hey, girl,
I
sis,
was in the
what's up?
comments laughing at you.
Huh?
I was laughing at you in the comments.
Oh, what I
I
done
just
said
listen.
now.
You stop rolling your eyes right now.
Welcome to the panel, D.
Nah, you know what? Listen. I just want to say I appreciate all question, ain't no question, dumb question, or nothing like that. But it's your delivery. Some younger people feel so disrespectful.
Oh, I know, and I don't give a damn.
No, I understand,
And don't get
but
me
hold
wrong,
on.
I'm really not this mean. I'm
My
really
sister,
not.
no.
But
Because this is our young man right here. You talking to a whole elder and you know it. Look at your delivery, online or offline, it's gonna be the same. We need to be careful. That's all I want
yeah,
to say.
yeah. And I hear you, sis. Like I said, with that young lady, we kept saying the same thing, and she kept asking the same question, and then we kept saying the same thing, and then she kept going back. You know what I'm saying? That's when I get impatient. No, you're absolutely right. There is never
No,
a dumb
because
question.
sometimes they don't even know they're doing it and they don't mean no
Right.
harm. You
They,
know?
they,
But they
you
don't
know,
know. But a lot of grandmothers, a lot of elders, a lot of aunties are not there for them. They on the internet believing what they're doing is correct.
I guess so.
The first community is your elders because without them you have no life.
Right.
Therefore, to respect them is everything for Black communities right now.
But they
Because the
don't. Girl,
guidance is not there, only the internet. You
I
know?
just had a young girl the other day call me a fat old bitch.
Yeah, that's because her mom and her grandmother must allow it too.
Yep,
Believe that.
absolutely. And that's what I say. Well, obviously, you know how you acting is letting me
I'm
know.
liking this young one down here. He haven't disrespected or anything. He's just listening, and that's a real man because he got self-control. You know how many young men up here just barking whenever
Ooh,
anybody
child.
say anything?
They
God
they
dang,
out of control.
I leave right away
Hmm.
because he is already taken. The demons
Right,
already got him.
right. And it's the intergenerational trauma. That's what I keep teaching on and what I'm trying to help people to understand. And that's why we have these FBAs and all this other stuff. You know, when if I look at
They're
you, I see
playing on
myself.
people's lower vibration.
Right. It is. But then it's the psychological effects of being enslaved. Point blank
That
period.
part, they need to have some kind of connection for somebody to correct them, but
Thank
not
you.
their parents, not their grandparents. Just another fucking follower. Look, the dude is making money off of people with weaknesses.
Mm-hmm.
Who needs you to give them money if they want to teach you? You don't need no money for that.
No, not at all. That's why
But
everything I
he
do, I ain't
gets
trying to
money
get no
from it.
likes and coins.
Yeah, right?
That lets me know you ain't about shit. Because
I
if you
never
got to
get.
be paid
Listen,
for
I'm gonna follow
everything,
you, but I ain't giving you no damn roses or no white apple.
right? I don't even
Okay,
buy no coins. I was on here for the longest. I didn't even know what that was.
tell me your business,
You
and
know,
I would support your business. However, I'm gonna look into your business, and if you're not helping my black community, fuck you,
right?
for real. Because if you're causing a rift between Africa, where we could get our resources for cheap,
Thank you.
are you
What's going
serious? You're trying to disconnect us from that? And that's where the real resources coming from. You're gonna go to a white man and get it? Are you done lost your fucking mind?
Right. But
Hey,
that's
Blue,
his
my
point.
comment.
That's what he's probably being paid to do.
That's
Can I
the
check it?
listen.
And folks so slow they can't
That's
get
what I
it.
said, sister. He getting the weak ones. That's
Yeah.
not even economically inclined, not even visually starting thinking to start their own business. But you know what they want? The connection to a fucking paper that's slave.
Mm-hmm. That is
Because
a
the whole
slave.
system is made out of slave talk, slave time, slave things they've done to us, and they put it in a system that still stands to this day. And none of these niggas, this ninja is not gonna go back and say, okay, take
No.
that whole system down and then we'll talk.
Right.
He ain't
No.
said
Y'all do
that. He
know
said, no, I want our name on paper.
y'all do know
Hmm?
that Tyreek Nasheed is the modern day Jesse Jackson.
And we don't like Jesse either. What's wrong with you?
No,
Yeah. You,
what I'm saying, the reason why I'm making the
Okay.
comparison is
No, no, no,
because
no, no. You
it
just
was
said the wrong word, sir.
listen, it was Jesse Jackson in 80, 88 or 89.
And you guess what I just said? What did I just say though? Real Pan Africans, real people that follow behind Fred Hampton, Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X, don't even care for Jesse Jackson.
mm-mm.
We believe he had something to do with Malcolm
With
X's death.
Martin getting
Okay.
unalive.
I
Yeah.
mean
But
Martin
you
Luther
wanna let
King's
me
death.
you wanna allow me to finish my statement?
Go
Go
ahead.
I
ahead.
promise you it's gonna make things a little easier for us on this panel right now. Cause
Look, you
cause
ain't
I
threatening me
I
with
hear where you're
shit,
coming
not
from.
just make your statement.
Yeah,
Now
so
all of that extra stuff we're not gonna do. I
okay,
said
I
okay.
respect that. I respect that. So what I was stating is I say he's the modern day Jesse Jackson is because like you just said, and I agree with, he's getting rich off of people who need something, people who are
Mm-hmm.
lacking. So
Mm-hmm.
Jesse Jackson got a whole bunch of people who were lacking at the time to agree with being called something that they're not. When he doesn't even subscribe to the same term.
Mm-hmm.
He's registered as a Cherokee native. I was just saying.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tariq Nasheed ain't no FBA, but he got everybody else out here believing.
There you go.
That's all I was
Thank you for
saying.
that.
But
Thank you.
still, I think Jesse still
I
did
love
as
exactly
much
what
as
you said, just the delivery. I
I'm
got you,
from
bro. Thank you so
Chicago
much.
and understand it. He still did more, I think, in more of a positive light than Tariq ever
Thank
will.
you.
Now,
Yeah,
I'm
but
not no dear lover of Jesse either, but
listen,
it's still
I
some of
just
the
seen
things that were
Jesse
put in
3, 4
place.
years ago.
Huh?
I seen Jesse. We went to the Rainbow Coalition, and me and my uncle owns a business, and he knew he was gonna be unalive soon. So the whole family went with him because his kids didn't want the business. It was just a refrigerator and air condition business type of thing, cooling or and heating business, right? He know how to repair both. Um, he gave it to Jesse Jackson, right, of the business. But guess what? When I saw Jesse, and this is how family will hold you back. You got to break cycles. I be breaking their necks. When I saw Jesse, the first thing I asked him is, I would like to question everything about the night with MLK. You know what he said to me?
What?
Nothing. My family was like, "You don't do that. You don't do that." Why the fuck not? I
Don't
would like to
question
know.
massa.
Yeah. Yes, right.
That's what I heard.
This is what we change. This is chain breakers. We don't give a care about whatever our idea is. We need to ask you, but we're gonna ask you nicely. I didn't curse him out or anything. I said I would like to ask you a question, and he said what? When he said what, that left the. I would like to know what happened on the night of MLK murder.
You gotta say Smyrna or something
Murder.
like that.
Sorry. Murder. You know why I asked that? Because I kept thinking that I felt like he had something to do with it, like how William, what's his name, did with Fred Hampton. Now maybe it's a theory, but I'm sorry about that. I'll do it. It was my bad. I
No, you
appreciate it.
good. I got it. I took care of it. You good.
Thank you so much. But this is
Well, you know,
listen.
that one dude told on Fred Hampton and drew the map of the apartment
Yeah, but he
and
was being bullied. It was either his life or Fred Hampton's.
well, he unalived himself.
He ain't had no choice. He didn't know them. Listen, we know about COINTELPRO.
Of course. So, I
Yeah,
mean, it ain't nothing else to say. We know.
yeah. So
And that brother
therefore,
did.
that's
I
what
think
I
he
said.
did give it to him, and he felt that bad.
Of course,
And that's why he unalived himself. That he did, and he probably didn't. I remember hearing him talking. He probably didn't really think that way, you know, and that's why he felt so bad about it, or whatever. Because they would have gone and unalived him the same night if they, you know,
Hey,
Okay.
for real, you
All
know,
right,
that's
sister,
how
I'm gonna
they
tell you
work.
we got
this one
somebody,
little lit.
brother.
I'm gonna say this
Vance
one
on the
little
panel
thing.
now. You
Uh,
want? Welcome to
I'm
the
saying,
panel.
Yeah, what's going
welcome
on?
to the panel.
All
I'm
right,
sorry,
I need y'all. I need everybody to sign that petition for me.
I've already signed it.
Oh, you
Yeah.
already signed? You signed? Okay, okay.
Well, I'm sending
Yeah.
it. Hey, man, so I told you, I told them about it, and I'm going to send it to
Yep,
Vibe,
I
so
signed
he'll
it
see.
that day.
Yeah,
So I'm actually currently in the middle of a proposed claim tort, and once that's dealt with, I'll look into signing your petition. I just can't do it at the moment,
Okay.
but I'll make sure I sign it.
all right. Yep.
You know what, sister, and everybody on the panel, I just want to encourage, buy black, buy from Africa. Well, you could get your goods a lot cheaper out of Africa from your own kinfolk. If you don't believe
Yeah.
it's your kinfolk or whatever, I'm sorry for you. God bless you. I'm doing the Harriet Tubman as we speak. But what I'm telling you, for the ones that understand in business, and we could have that connection and get that vibe, save your money, and go back to Africa. I'm trying to do the same with my little trucking. I'm gonna save as much as I can and get the fudge out of Dodge. Let these Caucasians, Neanderthals have America and see how it works
Sure
because the
can.
land is already 60% gone. No real food. You're not
Who told you
eating real
that?
food. It is
Who told you?
60% your land.
Who told you that the food is gone?
No. I'm saying your land. So therefore the food, the natural food. That's why it's made in factories and GMO is all over it. And do you know who do that? That white man that believe in computers that stole the computer from somebody else, but he want to help everybody with creating GMOs. GMO is for shelf life. That means you
Can I?
have to put something on it, right? Listen, if you let a person that enslaved you design your food, then something's wrong. If it's not coming out the earth where you from, you're melanated, then something's wrong with your consciousness.
Right.
because you're
I
not
gotta
one
I
of
gotta
them.
address something real quick. Can I address something
Of
you said?
course, of
Yeah, I
course.
just want to. So you're absolutely right. That sounds like something that Dr. CB mentioned in a couple of his
Yes,
seminars.
Dr. Sabi. Yes.
He mentioned the fact that how can you have nutrients for your people in a foreign land? I get that.
Thank you.
The issue is I never heard Dr. CB say that the people he was referring to came from Africa. He was
No,
talking about
it wasn't about Africa.
hold on. Listen, I'm about to get to it.
Okay.
He was making that statement. He wasn't necessarily in front of a group of so-called Black Americans when he made the statement either. The point I'm trying to make is a lot of us don't know exactly where we're from. We were told we came from somewhere, but we don't
Mm,
know if the nutrients are here on this land for us because we don't till the soil ourselves. We let other nations of people come here and till soil. So the land is here, the knowledge is here. We're just blind to it because we don't realize it belongs to us. It's
I think
ours.
you missed the point, though.
Everywhere we at. I hear what you said about supporting Africa, building up your
No, no,
friends,
no,
go back to
no. About
Africa,
the food. You
letting
was
them
just on
have
that
America.
point.
No, you don't let nobody have anything. They already been usurping it. You take it back.
Okay.
It's
Right.
belong to us.
I
But you
understand.
can't do it using the name that they gave you, which is my gripe with the FBAs. They gave you that term black. You didn't have that term black until they gave it to you. So why
Now
try to
you went
fight
to three
using it
different subjects as you talked. You do know
all at
that,
the
right?
same time? Because they all tied, they
Exactly.
all intertwined.
Well,
Okay. Well, let me
please,
just
I
say this.
know you ain't one of them think black people are indigenous to here. I
We are
hope.
indigenous to the earth. You can pick
Of
which
course to the
continent,
earth.
but we
I'm talking
indigenous
about
here.
to here, to North America.
All of us did not come here on boots.
Mm.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you
and that's a
thought we
fact.
were here already before chattel slavery.
I know
Is that what
I
you're
know my
saying?
bloodline. I know my family been here. I can't speak on everybody else's, but I know
Oh,
mine has.
okay. So are you mixed with indigenous people? Is what you're saying?
No, what I'm saying is my grandmother is Aniuwea here. She's from here. And her grandmother was Seminole from here, which is still
But
Aniuwea because
mixed with
Seminole is just
them.
another tribe. I'm not mixed. Is what you can't.
Okay, are you African? Let me just
I'm
ask
not.
you.
I'm not African at all.
Oh, okay. Well then, brother,
I'm American.
we parting ways right there.
That's
That's
fine.
cool. That's cool.
That's fine too.
It sure is.
What I'm stating is I know I did the research. I didn't just let somebody tell me based off of what the story was that that's where I'm from. I know where I'm from. But those who are from Africa should go back to their country. That's not a problem.
But how can you not be African? Is what I want to know.
Because the name Africa isn't African. That's why.
What?
The name Africa isn't African.
Africans gave that to a
I'm
Roman, which
gonna
then
say this word again.
people are saying the Romans named us, which is not true.
That word that we looking at right now,
I don't
Africa,
give a shit about alkebuline. Is
that's
that better?
English. That's English. No, it's
No,
one older than that. But we're not.
either
We're
way
not.
it
That's not
goes,
what the
black
subject is
is
about.
one of the oldest words in language, period.
You said black.
Yes.
You gotta state your source on that. You have
I'll,
to.
I'll
Can I
find
say
that.
about the
But
food
yeah,
real
you can
quick?
go
Because I
look it
think
up. You
You
know
gotta
it's
state your
true.
source on that.
Some of the oldest word I looked it up
You said the
somewhere
word black.
before, where one of the oldest words in language, period, is black.
The word black.
And we get hung
B-L,
up on
B-L-C-K,
negro
B-L-A-C-K.
or what
where's
another
the
motherfucker
host at?
said
Hold
black
on real
was.
quick.
To me,
B-L-A-C-K. You said
what?
that's one of the oldest words, B-L-A-C-K.
No.
What
It's
word
probably
is
with
you saying?
no vowel in it.
So
Like
you saying
Egyptian shit
B-L-K.
don't have vowels.
You
I'm
saying
not gonna.
B-L-K.
To me, it's
Who's the
semantics.
host?
Who
I
gives
haven't
a
even met
shit?
the host yet.
I
The
really
host
don't
is away.
care. Because I'm
Is the
black
host
and I'm gonna
white?
claim it.
That's all I'm saying. Damn that.
It's a default word to
We
me.
be
When
on
you
white
look at
people
all of
channels
our
arguing and
shared
shit. I
experience,
need to know.
what?
I'm wondering, is the host white?
I just want, he's
No,
not. He's
no, he's
Eritrean.
not.
Eritrean. He's Eritrean. He's from Eritrea.
Why would you assume that about him because of what this dude's saying?
I wasn't even listening. I turned my volume down, ma'am. What's wrong with you?
Right.
It's
I don't know.
okay. It's
This guy
okay.
say,
Let's just.
hold on one second. Let me say, this guy say Africa is not the name. Yes, it is the name. It's in the Mandinka languages and several African languages.
Is
I
it
speak
spelled
them.
that way that we looking at it? That's I'm
It,
asking
it,
y'all for a source, and not nobody showed me one yet.
I said
I
Cause
can't
I can show a
you
show. I
can
can show
go
a
look
source.
up Afrique, the different etymologies of
Afrique
the
is
word
French.
Africa, but to my knowledge, we gave it to the damn Romans that
the,
took it,
that's
and
right.
then
Because it
they
came from the
seized the whole continent.
it's
It's
in the Mandinka.
ours.
It's in the Mandinka Africa, and
Do you
Mandinka
have a
language.
source? Do you have a point of reference
I
so that I
speak
can do
Mandinka.
some research?
I speak Mandinka.
Okay, I'm gonna ask again. Can I have a source of reference? Is there
Yeah,
a way for me to see this for
Look it up
myself?
yeah.
yourself. You can find it.
Because I speak Arab. I speak Arabic. Do you speak Arabic?
No, I don't want to speak
Well,
Arabic.
some
No, and I'm
Arabs
asking you that
ain't
because I can
no
say something
flex
in
right
Arabic and you
there
don't have
either.
to believe that it's Arabic. So I'm
I don't.
asking
It's
you
not
for a
I
point
don't.
of.
The
Arabic.
host right here be
I'm
talking
just
about
asking
I
you
like
don't care
for
nothing
a
about no
point of
Arabic.
I'm
reference.
the for.
All right, so
That's
just
not
say you don't
gonna
have
work.
a point of reference. That's cool too.
No,
I've seen
I
it
said,
and looked it up.
I
Well,
said,
go ahead,
you get a man,
Master.
You
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 get a
said you
man.
speak it, but I don't. So that's not going to help me.
I said, you have to get a Mandinka dictionary.
And where can I get one of those from?
You can get them all online.
All right, I'm gonna look it up right now.
Mandinka dictionary.
All right, so now let me get back to my point before he interrupt me with 4 different points that had nothing to do with what I was saying.
Thought you can't keep up. Continue.
So we got
Please,
land
no,
that's not
no, we
alive.
ain't gonna do that.
What
Well,
what do you
I'm not
think?
gonna do that, but it's cool for him to do it. I'm all right, man.
For who to do it? All Master said was it was
I ain't talking about man. I'm not talking about Manson.
What
what?
happened? I said you brought up 4 different points that was not nothing to do with the
Oh, you
land that
said
I'm.
let me. You said let me say what I needed to say before he come back up, bringing up four
Oh,
different
all right.
points.
Whatever your
Underhanded. That was
emotion is,
underhanded.
I don't have
That's
them.
all I'm talking
Hey,
about.
well,
And I don't have emotion, so you could
I
keep your
don't
point.
either.
Anyway,
I
what I
observe.
was
I
saying
observe
about
very.
the land is that the land is almost plenished. It is they're putting seeds in it, which whereas it eats up every species that's supposed to help it grow the proper way. So now the land is pretty much dry and unalive. 60% in America. All right. We got 30 something percent of the water and a lot of our air we're breathing in. And the man that manufactured these seeds,
well,
right?
Monsanto. I'm from
Yes,
St. Louis, where
Monsanto's
they from.
exactly. And they still spray the what is that stuff that they're not supposed to the grow the stuff fast. Shoot. Anyway, I'm just
That's
waking up.
Roundup.
Roundup.
Roundup, I think.
Thank you. Roundup on their seeds that they're manufacturing. Now, then
Mhm.
here's the kicker part, right? That seed dead unalives the land, right? The land never
Mhm.
comes back, right?
Right.
From their seeds, right? You can only buy their seeds to
Right.
replant the
Yeah,
food,
they
right?
made farmers just buy theirs. Yep.
Exactly. Right.
It's
And
all. It's
now,
so many,
wait.
girl.
Smart sister. Here's the kicker
Mhm.
part. The pharmaceuticals for cancer are
Mhm.
merged with them now because they
Oh,
know
of
where the
course.
C
I wouldn't
word
be
comes from.
surprised. I
Yeah.
would not be
So they're
surprised about
playing
that.
both ends. They know they're gonna give you the C word, and then they got the pharmaceuticals where you're gonna go get treated eventually by doing their food.
Right.
This is where we're at. And if anybody want to just talk about, that's fine. But guess what? Every morning you're waking up in America, not knowing what you're putting in your body. How do you feel?
Girl, we know all this shit smurder you. All the best that we can do is we do need to start getting to our black farmers and making sure they farming the way we
That's why I
think we
said only
supposed to
by
be
black,
farming.
only by African. You know,
Hmm.
only by
And
black, only by African, to make sure that they're not going through that corporation. Make
yep.
sure it's from the
Well, you
land
know,
made.
Monsanto gonna try to make the whole world be that way. So
Right.
we
That's
all we
why.
can do is what we can do, and it's enough
Yeah, that's true.
stuff out here, right? That we,
But I
like you
worked
saying,
out for
we got to get
25
back to
years and I
ours,
can feel the difference. You understand me? When
huh?
I got to eat something that's not right, my body can feel the difference
Uh
because I
huh.
worked out for 25
Definitely.
years.
When you clean it out, you fast and clean yourself out, clean your
Girl,
system.
I'm a listen. It'll be anything I find with seeds, like the big seeds. They can't redo it like that. Things with big seeds in it.
Well, I don't even eat fruit. Like they got seedless grapes or seedless oranges
Exactly.
or seedless
Manufactured.
watermelon. I don't eat
Manufactured.
nothing that ain't got a real seed in it. I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm not
Exactly.
doing it. And it's
Exactly.
small things, but unless you growing it your damn self, you don't know what you get.
Hey,
So
that is
we
true.
can just do
So
the
listen,
best
I
that
got my
we can.
plastic bags in my sunroom as we speak.
Okay, with your little plants in there.
Plastic bag with dirt.
Mhm. But girl,
Ain't
I
gotta
don't
have
know. Well, man, so what was I gonna say? Yeah, I had it on my other phone. That's why I couldn't post it today here. But yeah, just did you add it to your bio yet?
Who, me?
But man, so I was saying
Uh,
you haven't. You gotta add it to your bio so when you come up and people want to do it, they can just click on your bio and go straight there. You still there? Oh, I don't know what's going on. Mansa, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, okay. I said, did you add the petition link to your bio yet?
No, I sure didn't. Nope.
Please do, because when you come up, then people can go straight to your bio and click it. Because it's
Okay.
hard for me. Like I said, I had it on my other phone. And then, it's not really clickable when you add it in these comments.
Right, right, right.
It's just hard for people. And, so you have to make stuff as easy as possible for folks. So if you add it, get you a link tree or whatever and put it on there. So you can
Okay.
put several different types of links on there, like to your website and to the petition and all that stuff.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it'll be easier for folks. So
that real
every
picture
channel
that
you
they
go
all took
on,
with each
I
other.
was a mod. Okay, I'm a mod. I'm still a mod.
yeah, it's
Oh
all
man, I gotta get some coffee. All right, guys, that's just real
all
quick.
right.
I
Have
am
a good night. Yeah, I'm about to go myself too. Where did vibes go?
Yeah, I was wanting to meet the host before I followed him. That's what I was saying. I want to make sure.
Vibes.
All right, night, everybody.
All
Good
right, have a
night.
good one. I'm getting ready to go too.
Yeah, I'm gonna unfollow until I can see his face. I ain't doing that.
Girl, he all right. If I'm cool with him, you ought to be good straight. I
Okay.
don't fuck
Cause
around.
I'll be searching. Listen, you know how many white people come out with black voices and
Oh,
never show
yeah,
their face?
he's not. He might sound like a little white boy, but he's not. He's Eritrean.
He's
So
Asian.
you don't trust me.
Eritrean,
I wouldn't
the
be.
Horn of Africa.
I would not be tripping. So anyway, but do your due diligence. Do what you feel you got to do. And I don't know where he went. I don't know if I heard him snoring earlier.
Right?
He done went to
No,
sleep
Apple
because
do it.
I did that one night. It was so funny. Oh Lord.
Vaz
But
be going in on the snoring.
huh?
Yeah.
I said Vaz be going in with the snoring.
I know,
Yeah.
because I so
I
not at
don't
all.
blame him. I went to bed at 6 yesterday. Look at this crap, man. I'm mad.
What? You better get in the girl.
I don't know what
This
happened,
stuff
man.
ain't
I just
even this
passed out.
serious.
I passed out and I tried to shake it off and I couldn't. I just slept
Girl,
it on through.
get your rest, honey. You ain't
No,
no
I'm
good to
saying I fell
nobody.
asleep at 6 p.m. yesterday. So I got 9 hours.
Oh, good. Well, you
But I
needed
still
it.
want I ain't got no coffee, so I'm depressed. I'm going back to sleep.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
good seeing all of y'all, and I'm out too. I don't know. He'll probably come back
Yeah, right.
eventually.
Okay, I
Okay.
follow it. I follow the young man. He's respectful. He's just, he's his age. So, that's what it
Yeah.
is. All
Well, he
right.
is respectful. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
okay, honey. See you
All right.
later. All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, I'm definitely willing to have these tough conversations. Come on up.
Yeah, Sheik, I was scared for you when I started talking about the African thing because I knew I already know your position.
Hey, you already know I'm gonna be on my position. I got all 10 of my toes, bro.
I know.
It's I'm set for the defense of the truth. And I won't let nobody take me off of that defense.
Unwavering.
Yeah, as far as I don't know what the brother name is, I forget. But he said, he spoke Mandinga.
Yeah,
He said the word Africa has been used in that language. I got the PDF on my phone, and it literally says there's no specific Mandinka word for the word Africa. But I'm gonna let him believe whatever word he heard in that language sound like Africa is where Africa came from.
Yeah, as long as you ain't trying to convince them,
I'm not.
I know you're not. That's what I'm saying. So it's just, they're going on with the pretending thing because that's who they're going up against. So I understand their point of view. But
I like when people start making assumptions. Oh, you one of those people who believe that black people are indigenous in America? No, you'll never hear me say that because there's no such thing as black people. I really would have turned this joint off. I told her that, but that wasn't my point.
I know your point. And thank God I learned about the Moorish, at least the legal aspects of it,
Mm-hmm.
And the etymologies. That's what my interest was. And it made sense for me, but it's like that's what I always think about, like having empathy for people that grow up empowering themselves with that word because it's just all they had, to empower themselves. And it takes another mind frame to think outside of that and to know how that was used also against us, so.
Right.
It's all just a matter of when you want to grow in knowledge and they know it too. It's just with the Pan-African thing, unite. It's hard to explain. It's like,
well, this was always my argument, Vibes. How you expecting us to be Pan-African in America when Africa isn't even Pan-African?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was talking about with some other brothers too. When we talk about the East Africa versus the West Africa, or even Eritrea versus Ethiopia. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And then all the other indigenous tribes that. So I mean, but when we're talking about this on an intellectual level, and like the people that think, and especially us, because we're first generation Americans, we're not really on the continent, so it's harder for us to be in those politics. It's like, but it's like I don't know how to explain it, but it's just like when we even having these conversations on TikTok, it's like I'm looking for unity. I'm looking for understanding. I'm looking to bring people together instead of but also just respecting each other's cultures, our heritage, our differences too. Because everybody has a little piece of the pie. Right. But a lot of people here have this. They picked a side. You feel me?
I hear you exactly.
You ain't on that side, brother. But I mean, a lot of people here know my position on everything, and even me having a conversation with someone else that is from the other side. I'll be questioned or but I stand 10 toes down. It's like I can't be like censored, or I can't like people. Somebody could find me in a room where there's like a gay guy there, and they're gonna be like, Vibes is gay. You saw him talking to
Right.
whoever on the panel. So it's like it's a never win-win situation.
Oh, trust me, I get it too, bro.
But
Why do you think it's safe on their panels for you to be there? Because it don't belong to them. Everything belong to me. That's my mentality. Where I go, they come.
right. That's why I just set my own shit, and then they will come. Exactly. I don't be begging to be on nobody's shit or to be accepted either.
Right.
I'm interested in whom I'm interested in. So
Yeah, they call it in Spanish. They call it paz. In Arabic, they call it I want to make sure I'm correct.
wait,
What's peace in
for
Arabic?
what?
Is Hamza.
For what? What word are you talking about?
The word peace.
Oh, gotcha. Bas.
Yeah. So like in all the different languages, they have a word for the word peace. But as long as I can convey it to you in the language we can all understand collectively, I'm cool with that.
Right.
And that's exactly what I do. Like you see how they tried to debate me out. I'm not here to debate. If you don't accept what I'm saying, that's fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's what they want. They want, like we were talking about before, they want to see that other side of you. They're like, well, this guy's just too calm. Or this guy's just spitting facts and he just thinks he's knowledgeable about. What if I shake him up and say this shit, all right? Or they're just, toxicity sells on TikTok. So people just want to be in that lower vibrational, just talking shit and pull up kind of energy,
Mm-hmm.
And the more people they have there on their panels to back up their claim, the more confident they feel out to single people out and go in on them. So that's the kind of attitude that you face off with. And it's funny because with all the people I hang out with, they have all that, but they're, if we're all on the same page, I mean, I kind of need them though too, Sheik, because of these FBAs.
Oh, I get you. I totally get you.
And they got my back,
When they come in here, honestly, I already peeped your situation. I've been through it.
Yeah.
It's a reason why the the prompts be the way they are.
Right.
Because you're literally you do it. You might take this the wrong way, but please don't.
No, not at all.
You're actually doing what Charlie Kirk was attempting to do before he got unalived, and that's have a open panel for everybody, regardless of his own opinion. He left the panel open for everybody to speak, everybody to voice their concerns, and that's what you're doing. I'm not saying that you agree with him. I'm just saying that you're setting up a platform.
Yeah, facts. But I've been trying to curve it in a way that like, okay, I'll have like 5 of my people up, and then I'll have maybe like 2 of theirs come up because I've been overwhelmed sometimes. It took a while to kind of craft it the right way, and then I'll give everybody a chance to give them questions and try to keep it peaceful. But how sometimes they come in hot-headed, but they get humbled real quick too. But it's kind of like conversation we had earlier about roasting and stuff like that.
Right.
Where like there are some smart, intelligent people out there, and you just got to give them a chance to actually explain themselves, and then maybe we could bring some sense into it, and we could all learn a little bit about each other. Those are the best lives, and not everybody feels attacked either, But again, it shows the love that we have, the love to try to educate, the patience that we have for each other, even if we are on different political or different identities,
Yep.
So, what did your prophet say? Oh, like peace and love and peace, or what was that one say?
Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice.
There you go.
I wear it on my neck daily.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna show you in a second. I'll show you just what I meant by that.
Yo, host.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Yeah, I wasn't finna be here for long because I got things to do. I just wanted to say, like, keep doing what you do because a lot of people are not really educated on the dangers of being circumcised. Thank God I wasn't circumcised. I'm so glad my what I was born with I still got. I'm super grateful for that. But I know a lot of stories, if from personal friends, to where like their nerves is messed up, pain sensors and other things of that nature. There's other health risks that could possibly come with circumcision, especially at the age that's done at with those very, very young children. So, just keep pushing what you do, bro, and I support.
I appreciate that, man. Facts. Thanks for sharing that. A lot of people do need to. A lot of these stories need to be told, because we only have one kind of perspective on it and one narrative, and it's this taboo narrative that people are afraid to talk about. Yeah, appreciate you coming up. Is that the sign there, Sheik?
Yep. Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice.
Is that what the what's that sword called again?
Scimitar.
Oh, the scimitar. I wish I can blow that up.
I can. You gotta expand me. As a matter of fact, I might be able to expand myself. Yep. I gotta bring it back up. Oh, what happened?
It went back to the normal one.
I'm having like a little minor technical difficulty. Give me a second. Here we go.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, there's the love, truth, peace, and freedom. Okay. And justice is the sword.
Yep. So I'm gonna give you a story behind what you're looking at. It says love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. And when any of these love, truth, peace, and freedom. And when any of these laws are violated, then justice must take its course.
Right. Makes sense.
So what happens is
sounds
that
like
symbol that you're looking at, you've seen it before. I know you have. Not like that, but you've seen it.
You're talking about the star or what part of it?
I'm talking about the entire thing, just in a different form.
With the Masonic, with those
Masonic symbol.
Yeah.
The front side has a square and a compass, right?
Right.
All right, so this one here, give me a second. I'm talking about this one right here. You got that symbol, square and a compass with a G in the middle.
The Mason.
Right? That's the same as what I'm about to show you now. But this is a hidden version of what I'm about to show you.
What, the black version? Oh, this.
No, the hidden version.
Oh, okay. No, I saw the G turn in.
Same symbol.
Okay. Oh, is that the sword too? The 7?
Technically, yes. Now, I have something else to show you, but before I show you that, I'm going to explain how this is the same as that other one. Because you have a circle around the number 7, right?
You're trying
what
to hypnotize
you use the compass for? You say what?
I say you're trying to hypnotize me, brother.
Oh, no, bro. Not at all, brother.
I'm just joking, bro.
If I were, I sure wouldn't be using signs and symbols.
I'm just joking.
But yeah, this symbol, the reason why this is the same as that last one I just showed you.
What's up with the 4? What's up with the 4 circular things? Like the 4 different. It's on all of them.
It's a lot of degrees on it. I have some of them. I don't have them all. But the one that I can give you without jeopardizing myself is that each one of those represent the 4 gates.
Oh, okay, the 4 gates. Gotcha.
North, south, east, and west.
Gotcha.
All right, but The other symbology, you got the 7 in the middle. What letter of the alphabet is the letter G?
Is it the 7th?
Yes, it is.
That's my last name, Gebre. Starts with a G.
Oh yeah.
And the 7 chakras too, right?
All of it ties in, brother. So you see 7 and then you see Allah inside of the circle.
Oh.
This is the same as the phrase God man.
God
arm, leg, arm, head.
Say that again.
Arm, leg, arm, head.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Some will say that that's what Allah spells.
Oh, I see it now. Okay,
But
okay.
because of the knowledge that I know about this symbol that I'm showing you, that even that doesn't make sense. Because when did Allah start with an arm? Didn't he start with the head?
Right.
So it would be backwards. Allah.
Oh, head, arm, leg, arm. I was about to say halal, but no, it's halal.
He said halal. You funny. All right, so let me show you this part. This is the other side of that, the one that I just showed you. Not the same one, but the other side of the one that I have.
Oh, the first, right? The one with the sword, right?
Right. You looking at it right now. It's a sword with the star.
It's a sword with the star. Oh yeah, I know which one you're talking about now.
The scimitar.
It looks like a cup, right?
Yeah, that's a scimitar right there. And on the other symbol, it was over top of the star. On this one, the star is within the scimitar. But it's saying the same thing. Love, truth, peace, freedom. And if any of these laws are violated, then justice must take its course.
Gotcha. And there's a bunch of hidden meanings that you can't talk about, right? Is that what you're saying earlier?
But what I can say is this side and the other side are the same. They both represent the exact same thing.
Gotcha.
Now, you won't go to a Mason and ask him what that square and compass mean and get a straight answer. Because they got to hide the knowledge.
They can't tell you either, yeah.
Yeah, they got to, there was called custodians of the truth. Or custodians of the light.
I've heard of that, definitely.
Yeah, so just so you know, going forward, when I do come on the panels and I'm, spitting this knowledge, this information, or whatever, however you want to view it, it's because I'm very particular on what I can and can't speak about in public.
Right.
So there's always a deeper meaning to what I'm saying. It's just I can't say it over this platform.
I hear you, and I do peep that. I mean, most of the things you say, people are captivated, and you start decoding stuff. So, a lot of people don't have patience for it, but I do. I hear you out.
It only take one.
But you make it relevant. You make it interesting. I guess that's what we have to do. We have to be nuanced with this.
Right. I definitely appreciate you giving me the space. I'm about to start my own live soon.
Yeah, brother. I would what is the word I'm looking for? Yeah, I'll definitely and I definitely inspire people to do it. Not inspire, I'm sorry. I motivate people to start their own because anything impossible. So the standard is you have to go live for 30 minutes each day to open up all the features on the live. The first time you do it, you won't be able to invite anybody up. But you just leave your camera on going live for 30 minutes. And then the next day will come and you do the same thing. You need 3 days in a row. And then you can start doing your own lives.
Okay.
Yeah. I already helped a bunch of people do it. So start, my brother, start.
Yeah, I appreciate that knowledge, my bro, because it is like we were saying, the lady was saying earlier, I'm not necessarily trying to do it to get coins and gifts and all that. I'm not. It's not really my first goal. I would like it, but that's not what my goal is.
Yeah,
My
facts. You
goal
said,
is to stop having to speak to the wall and give the wall the information that the people don't want to hear.
and then on top of that, you're in charge, bro. You allow the people you want to talk to. You don't mind the foolishness, and then you connect with people you want to connect with. So there's a couple brothers, a couple of Moorish brothers that I wanted you to talk to. I tried to invite you up, but I know you were busy. But I know you already met Mr. Bay, right?
Yeah. We was on a live a week ago in the Muslim live, man.
Yeah, that
Listen,
brother be doing
that
his own
brother
live.
is on it.
Yeah. Brother, it was so funny. He was on a live with a bunch of Christians and something like that. Just and they were going in on his religion, or his teachings and stuff, and they were making fun of him and the Circle 7 Quran, and he was all 10 toes down, but he just stuck through it, thick and thin. He kept trying to give him the teachings, and they weren't accepting him, but they had to hear him out because he's so respectable. He keeps his cool, he's patient, and you know how people just get so irritated with him because but they had to hear him out, so that's why I respected him. Last time I kind of got eggy with him because he was just on here trying. I know it's he was trying to talk to the girls on here, and I know he wants to find his one, but I said something like, "Hey, stop," because one of the girls was at FBA and she was talking bad shit, and he was like, "Hey, brothers, y'all shouldn't be talking to her like that, man. You don't treat a queen, you don't treat a sister like that." I'm like, man, stop simping, bro. Like, if you go hit her up on the DMs, bro. Like,
Well, in his defense, that's what we promote.
I know, and I was
So I
just a
think
little
that's what
eggy
he
that
was
day.
doing. But trust me, I was on the live with him a couple times. We how can I put it? I've been in the Moorish Science Temple of America, a member of the Moorish Science Temple of America for almost 10 years now. But prior to being a member of the temple, I always had this thing about myself where I know I can be good and I can be bad.
Right.
Back in the day, I wanted to embrace both. But now I'm spending more time trying to stay in my higher self. So the lower self, I don't see things from the lower view anymore. I see them from my higher consciousness. And a lot of the things we say in our higher consciousness can be misconstrued from somebody in a low vibration.
Right.
So I get why everybody was like, "Oh, you simping," because that's from the outsider looking in. To him, that's a simp move. You just trying to get in good with the ladies on the panel. But literally, you're being respectful.
No, I know.
That's going to get you
and that's
in
why
good
he
with the
knows
ladies.
But I could have rubbed him the wrong way. But I'm like, I'm not holier than thou. Like I'm not on the same level as you, brother. But he knows, man. I have a bunch of women up on here, and I treat them all with respect, But there's some that get disrespectful, and I give them the same fucking energy. But not to the point where I'm calling them the B word and stuff like that. But I do talk back, or I interrupt him, or I mute him. You feel me? So he just felt like that was disrespectful, and I was just like, well, this is my panel. This is how I'm running things right now. But he just came out of the blue, so he didn't have any context, my brother. So that's why, and I was a little lit too. So but we good. I was just, I'm just saying that was the one thing. And he's been on here where he's talked to other girls. I've hooked him up. Well, not hooked him up, but like I'm like I'm like the wingman. You feel me? So it's not
I
been
get
like
you.
it's not always been like that.
Hey, as long as you don't change your motive, I'm always support you, brother.
Yeah, like
Just do
that,
that.
bro. Yeah, no doubt. I know I didn't had so many fallouts with people on here, But I think it's good for me to listen. I start posting all my videos, so I'd be able to listen to myself back and replay what I said and how I said it. And I've learned a lot through it. Especially coming up here all tipsy and drunk. Sometimes I feel hella embarrassed and stupid. So that's another good way of reminding me what my purpose is and how to conduct myself.
So
That's
basically, what you're doing is the soul work. You building character,
right?
And that's what's missing from us as a collective. People think they already got it.
Yeah, and I've never really got to be able to talk to people like this before either. I was really reserved and I wasn't a really good communicator, so I'm practicing that, And maybe this isn't the best format to do that, but it is giving me a chance to, articulate or elaborate what I'm thinking in my head, get it out, instead of all bottling it in. Like a form of therapy almost, probably. And I'm just dealing with a lot of shit, a lot of personal shit too. So I'm not always coming on here with a clear mind. But it comes with the territory, I guess. But brother, I'm gonna call it a wraps. Thank you, Sheik, for hosting, brother. Let's do it again.
Ain't no doubt, man. Send me the request, and if I'm not busy, I'll slide in. Make sure I help support you.
No, I got you. Yeah. No worries if you can't, though. You can always just come and tune in. I know I leave people. I just leave people like, hey, you running this, bro? Just do your thing.
No, that actually.
And sometimes it works. Sometimes it's a disaster. You know what I mean? What were you saying?
No, I was saying that actually sometimes makes one better as a moderator.
That's true, and then you can kind of see how this thing goes. If you wanted to start your own thing, now you kind of get a hang of things.
Yeah, now I'll be honest. When I do start it, I'm not even when I'm able to bring people on the panel. I don't think I'm gonna have a moderator for a while.
Yeah, do your own. Yeah, exactly. Because you've seen when I have a bunch of different moderators, bro. Oh my god, that shit gets wild.
No, you modding. I'm making sure you mod. You gonna be my first mod. I'm not adding anybody else.
Just be careful who you leave as mods, because they'll be mods until you take them off. I didn't know that, so I made 30 different people mods. I think your max is 30, and these niggas be muting people from the comments, dropping people. You're just be aware of that too. That took me a while. All right, brother. Well, you have a good night. I'll catch you.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, brother.